Light with 15.6-inch screen, now just $328.
Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Warrnambool Nissan, Baitness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
Yes, welcome back to Hampton League Live. Both teams on the arena here at Hanlon Park in Portland, and the banner for the North Warrnambool Eagles was 35 plus 7, of course, the numbers of the Wines boys, which equals 550 games played today for the North Warrnambool Football Netball Club. That is a huge, huge achievement. And, well, for what it's worth, I am going with the Koroit Saints to get the job done. And our man Poss Kelly having a great little conversation downstairs. But I'm going with the Koroit Saints for what it's worth to get the job done. Poss, who are you going with?
Sorry, boys, just having a bit of a conversation with Millsy down there about who might win at the Reed Oval. But, I'm going to go with the Saints, boys. I reckon their form's been outstanding in the last few weeks, and just that fast ball movement they now possess, I reckon they might be just a little bit too pacey for the Eagles. But we're about to toss too, boys, so if you want to stick with us for a couple of six.
It's like the old waffle with the painted goal square.
So Luke Wines has won the toss, Adam Wines has won the toss, boys, and he's going to kick to the town end, so they'll have first use of a fairly strong breeze here. I would imagine 4 to 5 goals if they use it correctly.
So it's pretty strong.
It is.
Hilly, you've been downstairs down there amongst it, mate. It's pretty breezy.
Yeah, and I reckon it was probably showcased in that under-18 game where the Roosters, I think they might have kicked 4 or 5 goals, 9 in the third term. So, yeah, strong breeze. And I know, just talking to one of the coaching staff of North Warrnambool, they said the start's a real key for them. They probably haven't started well in a lot of games. So getting an early start, getting a bit of scoreboard pressure is going to be really paramount for them this afternoon to get them off to a pleasing start, and I guess a little bit of ascendancy with a side that's so rich in form at the moment.
I'm interested to see matchups today. I reckon there's going to be some real interesting one, Wiggs, and we'll keep your eyes peeled for that, because I think you've got to go to a couple of plays and you've got to try and shut things down. I reckon for North Warrnambool, I reckon Chopper Lewis might be one that I reckon the Saints might focus on, and I would not be surprised if Angus Campbell or someone does play a defensive role on Chopper, because they do get a lot of run and carry off him. And then obviously, like just on the flip side, there's going to be a couple of key players, I think, for the Saints that I think they're going to have to look at the Eagles too, aren't they? And who does, Keith maybe go to, or Harley Cobb, or one of those players?
Well, I reckon one of the key ones, Scoble will play deep on Byrne. If Byrne plays deep out of the goal square, I reckon that'll be a non-negotiable.
I think it'll be, I think one of the big ones will be the Mac Peterson or Dallas Mooney one. So, if they're intercepting, and they're the best intercepting market team in the competition, and those two players are, so if they're intercepting the ball, then I reckon you're North Warrnambool getting really, really worried. The other thing I think is, and Vard's mentioned it, Koroit is so quick. So if you're North Warrnambool, you got to stop the ball. You got to stop the ball. You got to slow it down. You've got to make them go back over the marks, and then you need all your players to get in between the person with the ball and the Koroit goals, because Koroit will want to chip and chip and chip and chip, and North Warrnambool has to take that away from them.
Yeah, looking at last week, they did that really well. And the other thing that stood out for mine is when they have the ball off half back, they leave that space open nice and wide. And I guess it's probably different at the DC Farron Oval, but Byrne was deep with a good space, and then obviously they were rolling up, kicking into a bit of territory and letting Dobson use his athletic skills to run onto the footy, then get that long kick into Byrne with that one-on-one. So,
and looks like McLaughlin's going to start forward, so he's going to start forward with Everell, Young Wines, Lachlan that is, Matty Wines and Anders, along with Mickey Barlow, who looks like he's going to start forward too. So we kind of touched on that at the start of the game with Vards in that pre-game interview, while the usual suspects, Benny Dobson, so they're going into the same forward line as last week, just adding Paddy O'Sullivan in the mix, who's going to start deep forward. So I reckon Scoble looks like he's definitely going back. He's either going to take Paddy O'Sullivan or Connor Byrne.
Noski on Dobson, which was probably no surprise.
And it looks like
Keast
is going to go.
Got Couch.
Adam Wine's got Couch. That'll be an interesting clash.
Stays that way.
And Keast will go to, that is Bailey.
Jared Lewis has got McCutcheon.
Paddy O'Sullivan. So, very, very interesting the way these teams line up, and it's going to be young McInerney who will go up against the big man, Nathan Vardy. Let's get this second semi-final underway, Hilly.
So the big man jumping Vardy, the tap down straight to Jackson Grundy. Nearly lost his footing, works it around Anders on the left boot. Smothered kick in the end, and they jump on it. And there's no love lost between these two sides. Always a bit of a fierce competition between the Eagles and the Saints, and that was a nice bit of work there by Grundy, just roving beautifully off Vardy, averaging 54 hit-outs a game, Nathan Vardy. So there they go again, coming through with Brennan, handballed out only as far as Jaron Neve. Got it towards centre wing, overrunning it there with Dobson, sidestepping Noski, barreling towards the half-forward line. Mooney there at the foot of the football, over to Neve, pressure applied to Hoy, over the boundary line he goes, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
So Eagles getting first use of the football this afternoon so far. We've got umpire Simon Dart, looks like Louis Fleming.
So Cobb's going to
control here. So McInerney and Vardy once again. Vardy so important. Big fist comes forward. There goes Wines. Could have been taken without it. Blocks in there also for the Koroit Saints, going absolutely nowhere. And umpire Dart says, give it to me. We will have a ball up. So Vardy once again wins a tap down. No one can get clear possession of it. Coming through was Mooney with a little kick off the ground. Couch is there. Good play by Jackson Grundy. Bangs it on the boot. Winds as the target goes to his hands. Good fist away there by Miller. Bouncing football. Back of the pack was Noonan. Can't quite gather. And he's happy to see the ball go out of bounds.
Free kick.
Free kick, is it? Yes, it is. So Harry Noonan gets his first touch into this side. Squares up to Mac Peterson, who's got a player in Dobson. Goes short, though, to Neve. Good kick, good mark in the end.
Dangerous one in the end, because he sort of had to work to try and mark it, Jaira and Neve. So Neve will look to go short by a foot. Just makes the 15 metres to Rourke. He'll work it back. Bolsh has to try and pick it up on the half volley. On his tail there is Everell. And they ask the question, but he rushes it over the line for a minor score. So the first score on the national tile scoreboard to the North Warrnambool Eagles, and it's through the agency of a rush behind through the Koroit Saints. Wixie Daly.
You can see what they want to do, Koroit. They're just going to, again, it's obviously different way they're going to play into the breeze. They're going to kick mark, go sideways, take lots of short kicks. So, and then counter attack off that.
Especially into this wind, I reckon, in this first quarter. They're going to try and defend. Oh, geez, that's a good mark, Jack Block. What a season he has had, Jackie boy. Plays on quickly. Target's going to be O'Sullivan and Keast. Keast does really well with a bit of body. He gets the handball to Noski. Noski around the body kicks, but it's going to come straight back. He's taken a nice mark there was Jack Block. So centre wing, left foot kick. It is long. Dobson's going to fly. Dobson, one-hander. Peter Bolsh Bridgestone, whole lot of the day, and this is within distance for this man. He's 40 metres out on a 45 angle, and this will be the first look for the Koroit Saints. It'll be left-hand goal post, and he'll fade back. He's got a good strong leg on him, and this would be a big goal into the breeze. They started so well in the first quarter, kicking into the wind last week against the Roosters. Can they do it again here? So Sammy Dobson comes in, customary run up. He'll kick just inside the 50-metre arc. He has absolutely shanked it to the left, but it goes through for a minor score. First score for the Saints, one behind 1 point apiece.
Yeah, that was obviously a tough kick. He had to wind up a little bit, but this is where Koroit are very good. They're the most efficient inside 50 team in the competition. So North Warrnambool again will need to use the breeze when they've got it.
Really good kick from Adam Wimes to Sam McLaughlin across right half back here at Hanlon Park. He'll go short over the top. Kicks okay to Harry Keast. So Keast, great to have him back in the Eagles lineup. He's had a terrific season. So where will he go? He'll go straight down the line. Some tall targets to kick to. The fly from Peterson. Nice work there by Wines. Gets it to Grundy. Looking towards Everell. Couldn't get it on the half volley. Noonan good to recover. Goes to Neve. He goes that outer side. Half back flanks to destination. Mooney 1-on-1. Wins out. And Price, let's go to you, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions.
Yeah, good. They're using the footy pretty well, Koroit, aren't they? As Wiggsy said, now here they come again. They'll do this switch, and they've got numbers on this outside, so this will go to Hoy. So, yeah, they're using the ball very well into this win, Koroit.
Hoy going short and finds Connor Byrne. Up the ground, he'll centre the kick to McInerney. Once a running Noonan, under pressure, breaks the tackle. Inside 50, a 2-on-1. Dobson the one they're looking for. Roving's Lockie Rook with a right kick towards goal. Will it make it? Oh, touched on the line by the 200 gamer and Luke Wines. And a minor score to the Saints. They lead by a point. 2 behinds to 1 behind. 5 minutes gone on the national tile scoreboard.
Luke Wines plays on quickly, but it's been cut off. It's going to come straight back in, and good fist away that time by Wines. Couches there. He gets the handball further afield. There's Barlow to Brennan. Spins out of trouble, goes inboard to Grundy. That's Jackson. Grundy, short little chip kick, just misses the target. Wines, he's claiming it. He's in trouble. He'll be pinged here. And that was a good tackle, and it might be, is it Mac Peterson or Miller? They look very similar. It's Benny Miller, new recruit to the Saints this year, the boy from St Albans. Well, Rook just drops what he probably should have taken. He was taken high, but it doesn't matter. Good enough to get out of it. Kicks, looking for Burn. Jeez, I love this kid. He gets me excited every time I come to the footy. He's explosive. And he's taken a beautiful grab in front of Scoble, and he'll go back and have a shot virtually where Dobson did a couple of minutes ago. Geez, he's a good player.
Yeah, look, he is, and powerful. And this is their second mark inside 450. They've been 3 times. They're going to have 3 scoring shots. So this is what we spoke about.
Byrne comes in. He strikes it well. I don't think it had the leg touch on the line. So they tell you what, they've had a crack. It's gone through for a minor score. They've had a couple of line ballers here, haven't they?
Yep. But you're really happy with this opening if you're the Koroit Saints. Again, the way they've been able to switch the ball even that last time, that'd be you're on alert if you're North Warrnambool. They're obviously going to make the ground really big.
Bit of rain coming down.
So hopefully it's not too much of a shower. So the kick into the broadcast side, battens the target. McLaughlin rode well, tries to spin out of trouble, force the handball out. Peterson causing some havoc. And reading it best was Neve. He sees it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. What's the rain like out there, Poss? Heavy or just going to be passing?
No dramas, Hilly. Just a little bit of a drizzle. It's actually cleared as we speak, and there's a little bit of blue cloud on the western horizon. So, no, I think we'll get a few of those little drizzles.
So the tap out from Vardy, and the fortuitous kick into the hands of Jared Lewis. So he's at the tip of the square. Lewis will go back towards boundary line and finds Jai O'Brien. He'll go short via foot. Has to be good to McLaughlin. And McLaughlin now just going back behind his mark. Numbers filtering back for the Saints. He goes to the half-forward line. Tommy Batten, Matty Wines. Good to punch there. Wines up against Miller. Couch out there to assist as well. And they see it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, this is, and again, inside 50s, 5 for North Warrnambool. Had 1 scoring shot. Koroit 3 for 3. So they need some proper reward for effort, North Warrnambool, and with the aid of the breeze.
We've ticked over 8 minutes gone in this first term, and they are kicking with the breeze. The North Warrnambool Eagles, nice little chip kick. Rook to Benny Dobson. Benny good Nick Lockie Rook, back half of this season. Been travelling down from Queensland. Fair commitment, fair effort. So Dobson kicks down further afield. McCosh is going to fly. Can't quite pull it in. Neve just overruns the football. Lewis is in there hard. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle going nowhere. And the umpire says, let's have a ball up. Smack bang on centre wing right in front of our man, the sidewinder, Philip Kelly.
Yeah, he might have been a little bit stiff not to get a free kick there, Chopper, but I think he was blindsided the umpire because he definitely got one high.
So here goes McCutcheon to Neve. He kicks further afield. This is where Dobson's dangerous. Just reads it in the air well. Kicks it off the ground. Tries to get some territory. Lewis gathers to Adam Wines. Kicks good. Does it stay in? Yes, it does. McLaughlin steps through traffic. That's where he's good. To Brennan. Brennan, beautiful kick to Keith. Good to see him back too, recovered from that shoulder injury for the North Warrnambool Eagles.
So Keith will go down the line, batting up against Bolsh. Bolsh backs himself front position, got the spoil. Tapped over the line, we'll have a boundary throw in.
So at the moment, the Koroit defenders, you'd all go on. At the moment, they're all on top of their opponents. Campbell's got the job on Matt Wines. Bolsh has got the job on Batten. So at the moment, they're all taking they're all in control.
Varney with the secondary hit out towards McLaughlin. He's wrapped up by 3 Saints, and he's been told you've held the ball too long, and the free kick's going to go to Nagorka. So he'll go out wide on the outer side across the face of the 50 to Tommy Bolsh. 3-1's the score on the national title scoreboard. Desi O'Keefe spread. Free kick interrupted the marking contest, and Desi O'Keefe looks to get things moving quickly. Mooney fingertipped it, and he was right on the tail. Was Barlow, wraps him up on that outer side between wing and half forward, and we'll have a stoppage. So 10.5 minutes gone. Lee contracting time clock. Hanlon Park our destination. Second semi-final. The Saints are 3 behind, and the Roosters are 1 behind.
Yeah, great first quarter here so far. The Eagles, remember, kicking with a breeze, so the Saints doing pretty well. Good play there by Rook to Neve. Gets it further afield. There's little Desi. He's courageous. Goes back with the flight. Handball comes out from McKinnon. And over the line steps Harry Keast, and we will have a ball up far out of side.
You remember in Koroit, the number one tackling, probably with tackling comes precious team in the competition. At the moment, it looks like that. So, and North Warrnambool, they're just going back behind their marks. They can't get any speed on the ball. Allows Koroit to set up defensively.
So far out of side, tap comes down. Running onto it there is Harry Keast. He's wrapped up by Couch. And we are going to have a ball up on that far outer side. So 11 minutes gone. Koroit Saints 3 behind, 3 points. North Warrnambool Eagles 1 behind, 1 point. National tile scoreboard. Eagles kick with a 4-goal breeze.
They are at the moment. So Varney got the free kick. He'll go over the top to Barlow. So Barlow just going back behind his mark, looking to where the next best destination is. The former AFL star kicks inside. 50, good spoil by Miller. Reading it well, there was the Saints out of defence. O'Sullivan presents. Keith on his tail. Nice pick up there by Campbell. O'Keefe. Chain of handballs. Nagorka wrapped up by McLaughlin. Play on, they say, in the middle here of Hanlon Park. Couch got a handball out. Campbell now retreating. Looking to go via hand. Has to be quick, Noonan. Couldn't quite get it out in the end. McLaughlin. Matty Wine. In the centre of the corridor.
Big going.
Big happening there, boys, too.
Adam Wines and Block was, and Keith's in there too, and O'Sullivan. I reckon a free kick will go here. It's going to go to the Saints for a sling off the ball. It'll go to Paddy O'Sullivan. So plenty going on here, and this is what you'd expect in a second semi-final between these two teams that don't have a lot of love for each other. Kick comes out into space. Dobson ran onto it, overran it. Noski's good. Dobson goes in again. The Gorka, can he gather? A little bit of a slippery pill. Oh, well done there by Lewis. He just speared through. Beautiful kick, and he finds Matty Wines centre wing. So Snooze wants to kick on that customary left foot. Goes further afield. Good mitts by Tommy Batten too. Beautiful kick. Good hands.
Look at Mooney, boys. Just dropping back in front of Wines. Just getting back behind the ball. Now he held up.
Peterson does it so well as well. So now it's a high up and under dump football. And the Saints can have numbers there. Bit of a falcon in the end for Miller, but he's good enough to fist it across the line. They get numbers back well, don't they?
Yeah, in terms of marking the ball, I'm not sure of the stats, but Koroit would have had at least double, particularly forward half. North Warrnambool struggling to find those marks, that kick mark. And once it's loose ball, that's probably favouring Koroit.
So here's Noonan, wrapped up straight away from Jackson Grundy, held up. And we'll go again.
I reckon the Eagles are going after Block here a bit, boys. They seem to be every chance they get, they're all into him, aren't they?
Free kick. I'm just looking to where it's going. It's going to go to North Warrnambool, is it? Yep, Sam McKinnon might be the recipient here. Didn't see what that was for.
Important kick, boys, in the context of the game, and I think North Warrnambool.
Well, we haven't had a goal yet, Wicks, have we? So we're almost at 14 minutes. And we've sort of set it to 3 to 4 goal breeze up the city end here at Hanlon Park. So Sam McKinnon.
That wind seems to have dropped a little bit, looking at those flags.
The left footer. He's on the right side. comes in and splits the centre for the first of the second semi-final. Sam McKinnon goes bang for the Eagles, and they jump out to a 4-point lead, 1-1-7 to 3 behinds national title scoreboard.
Yeah, they needed that one. Again, there's probably a bit happening. It's been Koroit got a free kick sort of off the ball in the middle of the ground, and then Sam McKinnon. So looks like again, I think Block might have, someone might have the job on Block there. So Lockie Wines has gone into he's gone into the ruck. Nathan Vardy's gone forward. So, but look, if you're thinking you're Koroit, I'm okay with the first 15 minutes of this game.
Oh, nearly had his head ripped off there. Free kick, handball comes out. Can't hear the whistles, but I think it's a netball whistles or something that we're hearing. So free kick's going to go here to McKinnon again. So he's at the true centre-half forward position. So he just bangs it along. Vardy's going to be the target. Good fist there by Bolsh. Reading it well off the pack was Mooney. Beautiful kick to the Gorka. And that's Clemmy. And, geez, that was a good fist in the end because he's a big man, Vards, when he sticks those mitts up. Geez, kick has to be good here. What's he done? He's kicked it straight out of bounds.
Not even close out of bounds. That was into the car park.
It's like he misread someone was there or something, wasn't it? Like it was a big... It's kind of ended up 20 metres over.
Admire their intent there, and I think they're going to keep doing that. But, it was a big miss.
So Vards has got the resultant free kick right on the boundary line, 15 metres out. So Nathan Vardy...
Wind will favour this.
It will. He's just got to snap it around. Comes around on the right boot. I'll tell you what, he hasn't missed by much. And it goes through for a minor score. So the Eagles go to 1-2-8. Saints 3 behind 3 points. That is on the national title scoreboard. 16 minutes gone. First quarter action. Phil Kelly on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility.
Yeah, good on you, Stewie. As I sort of expected, Vards going forward when he has a bit of a spell in the ruck and winds on the ball. But just the netball, lads, three-quarter time. It's just holding that ascendancy, Koroit, 39 to South 36, three-quarter time.
Gee whiz, close game. So ball outside, defensive 50, going back with it. There was McInerney, well picked up by Wines, but he didn't have any run to handball it to, and it's trickled over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So a 5-point margin, 1-2-8 to 3 behind, 16 and a half minutes gone. Thoughts in the early first half of this first quarter?
Lots of pressure. Chris McLaren spoke about it being finals are lower scoring. I think at this stage that's what it might be, but lots of pressure. Again, if I'm Koroit, I'm pretty happy with the first half of this quarter.
Especially when they've had a couple of opportunities themselves, in an end that's going to be pretty tough to kick goals
again,
too.
They're forward of the ball. They look, and you boys, they're forward of the ball. They look really dangerous.
So free kicks going out of the North Warrnambool Eagles. Wines might have been shepherded out of that contest in the ruck against McInerney. So he's a pretty key important cog to this lineup, Lockie Wines. Inside 50, dropping back was Peterson, spoiling was Vardy, follows up with a tackle, and they'll have a stoppage inside the Eagles forward 50, about 35 out.
This is where your Koroit have got Neve, they've got Byrne, they've got Nagorka. North don't seem to have that small, really nippy, crafty forward.
So here they go through Peterson, wrapped up. The Eagles gather. Pretty strong tackle there in the end at the tip of the goal line, or the goal square, I should say. And we'll go again for the North Warrnambool Eagles. So it's 5 points to the margin. Umpire Fleming throws it up. Vardy, little tap work. Diving on it there was Anders. Trying to force it over the line was the Saints, and they do when we have a boundary throwing.
That's the AFL, mate. That is deliberate out of bounds.
I think if they had pushed a bit harder there, the Eagles, maybe it might have got looked at, or the crowd got involved. But yeah, you're right. So they're doing it right here, though, the Saints, because they are, the Eagles are kicking with a strong enough breeze. Good bit of tap work. Coming through there was Hoy. Grundy just pushes him off the football to Wines. Left foot, snapping, game number 350. Geez, that would have brought the house down. Goes through for a minor score. So the Eagles, 1-3-8. Koroit Saints, 3 behind 3 points. National title scoreboard. League contracting time clocks clicked over 18.5 minutes. Mooney comes out. Beautiful kick to the skipper in Hoy. So Liam Hoy, he's got options down the line. Goes short. Beautiful kick to Mooney. Geez, that was good. It's a courageous kick to take too, because you've only got to be a little bit off, and all of a sudden you're in a little bit of trouble. So Mooney, he's just muffed it exactly what I just said. He's kicked it straight to Vardy. Vardy's got the ball right on the 50-metre arc.
He's got the leg Vars,
He's
I've
got
got
the
no
leg.
doubt, but it's just a matter of just the accuracy.
It's usually a pretty good
Generally
shot on
pretty
goal. I reckon, big Varts.
Well, flags out there. They're not.
Not blowing as much. You're right.
No way.
You're right, Wiggs.
10 goals, 11 this year for Big Vards.
So when he comes, he's going to kick from just outside 50. He strikes it good. I tell you what, it's a goal. It is a Lucas Brothers snag of the day. And the big man kicks one from 55. And the Eagles go to 2-3-15. They lead the Saints through behind 3 points. National Tile scoreboard. Big coach's goal there, Wiggs.
Massive coach's goal. And look, probably not a noted goal kicker, but yeah, look, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and I think Koroit will go. That was probably just an execution error rather than decision making. But Dallas Mooney doesn't make too many. But yeah, that was again important goal for North Warrnambool. We've probably balls lived in their forward half the last 5 minutes, Ellie.
It has. Let's go to Postle. Thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions.
Good on you, Hilly. You did mention the wind, boys. It has subsided a fraction. Probably a little bit gusty now, but nowhere near as strong as it was at the start of the game.
Mooney off half back. Brings it to the broadcast side. Wing. Couch is where he's looking. Couch running hard. Looking to paddle it on, and he paddles it over the boundary line, an extra 5 metres, and we'll have a boundary throw in between. Wing and half forward for the Koroit Saints, so a 12-point margin, 20 and a half minutes gone first term. I reckon the Saints will be pretty happy with this so far. You know, with the scoreboard stays at this at quarter time, they'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, and again, forward of the ball, every time I've gone in, they've scored.
So boundary throw in, just a little bit shallow. Wines reads at best, and that was Keast. Breaking the tackle there was Brennan. He got tackled or taken high, and he's going to play on. So told to go back over his mark. He had Anders out as well. So Brennan been a revelation across half back. So he's going to go short via foot. Wines is his destination. That's Lockie Wines. He'll go to a running Brennan. Now he can go over the top. Oh, not his best handball. O'Brien under pressure. Jumping on it there was Hoy. And they've done well there, the Saints, to hold it up because they had a chance to run it through here, the Eagles, but just that execution was just not what it should be.
Just needed to kick it and then and run into trouble.
So here goes Keith the Grundy. Right foot snap forward. That ball carrying. So I reckon the wind's still all right out there. Don't worry about that. That ball's carrying on. Flick comes out to McLaughlin. Can he gather? Yes, he can. Goes back to Matty Wines. He can go back further afield to O'Brien. Little chip over the top. Well, could have been taken off the ball there. That was Anders. Free kick's going to go to the Saints, though, and it's going to be the Moon Man, Dallas Mooney, who's going to get the resultant free kick. He's got Miller wide if he wants to use him. Yes, he does. Miller now's got a paddock in front of him. Chooses just to hold things up. Bolsh presents for him. Kick's got to be good, and is. So Tommy Bolsh got McCutcheon out wide. He's going to go far out of sight. Dobson was the target, and a good fist there that time by Noski. Interesting and intriguing duel, that one.
Oh, that one will be. That one will be a good one to watch. So, particularly, I think, in the second quarter. But Koroit, when they get the ball, they just all take off, and then some of them hit back up. They make the ground really, really big. So they want to spread the ground and get some speed on it when they can.
Grundy's been important. Free kick's going to go to the Saints, though, for a throw. And it's going to be Hammer Dobson. Young Hamish gets it to a running Bolsh. This is where he plays his best foot. He just goes inside forward 50. Ready at best. Here go the Saints towards goal. And just rushing it through over the line was Bailey Keast, and a minor score.
It's 3 out of their 4 have been rushed across the goal line.
Yeah. They haven't been.
Game of inches.
So they play good footy when they get it in. I'll tell you what, the key for them, I reckon, is Bolsh. When he gets that ball and he's running off half back, he gives them a lot of drive. So the kick in from the Eagles. Good mark there by Lockie Wines. Peter Bolsh Bridgestone's play of the day.
Since he's gone into the ruck.
Yeah, he was terrific that day against South Warrnambool too. When Vardy didn't play, spearing past to Matty Wines. The 350 game, a second ever Hampton League player to reach 350 senior games. Batten should have taken that one, but he got taken too high, so he'll get the free kick. So he's about 80 from home. So let's just see where the Saints do fielding numbers back. They do it so well to guard the space. Has to kick, and he kicks long. Vardy's going to take on 4. Went through his fingers. First to it, Peterson. Keeps it in just. Short kick. McCosh flew high. A Shepherd out, free kick, and it's going to go to Jake McCosh. Well, it's going to go to the Saints anyway. Hoy's going to take it, and he finds Couch.
Yeah, so Will Couch pushing up really high this afternoon. He's across half-back. He's got a running high if he wants to use him. Yes, he will now. So goes out to the skipper. So they're happy just to chip it around the Saints and just kind of control this football. They trail by 11 points, and now they switch all the way back to Mooney. Mooney's got Miller, but he's also got a player in the middle. And that is Harry Noonan, who goes back again. So a little bit of zigzag back to the Mac Peterson. And this is what happens. You've only got to just make one of those mistakes.
That's taken a minute off the... So I think they'd be okay with that.
Yep.
I don't think they'd be going right. We back ourselves in terms of fitness and spread and run. So every time they're switching it, Northbourne are going to have to run without the ball. So I'm sort of okay with that. Northbourne, in terms of loose ball gets inside their forward 50 from a marking contest, I don't think they've had any. So it's been ball hits the ground, then it's generally been Koroit who've been there.
A lot of bombs for the Eagles forward, isn't it? They just kind of tend to just kick to the hot
which
spot.
is okay, but you've got to have crummers around there, which they haven't so far.
There's McLaughlin, so he's a high up and under, coming out his bat. Oh, good fist of players there. Keys to the bottom of the pack to Wines, to Grundy. Grundy out further afield to Barlow. He gathers. Sells a little bit of candy, steps through two. Right foot banana, how will it bounce? Oh, good play there by Tommy Bolsh, last line of defence. Oh, he cops a heavy one, far out of side, free kick. And there's a few big hits here, Trinity Hill.
Yeah, well, as we said, there's no love lost between these two sides. So Hoy, who was great last week, very important player for the Saints, will go the free kick. Right forward or right back pocket for the Saints. 11 points the margin, 26 gone. You wouldn't think it's a long quarter because there hasn't been a lot of scores. So here come the Eagles. Jared Lewis drives inside, forward 50. Vardy has to take on 3. Lurking there was Keys. Coming through was Miller. Pickpocketing there was Matty Wines. Mooney bangs it on the boot fortuitously into the hands almost of Couch. Had time to recover. Dobson tackled. They asked the question, the Eagles. Here they go again, North Warrnambool. Inside, forward 50. Vardy the target. Lurking out the back there is Jira Neve. Short kick is good to Mac Peterson. And he wants to play on now, so he'll go to Bolsh. He'll draw the player. McCutcheon is looking to go the handball. Deflected kick, paddle line. Grundy's been enormous. His kick smothered. Good finals footy, Paddy O'Sullivan into it. McCosh's kick was smothered as well. Wines comes out to Keys. Here's Brennan. Kick on the lead. Oh, Miller! Nice mark by Benny Miller. Beautiful mark. And Plus, we'll go to you for a quick update of the open netball score.
Yeah, there's about 6 minutes remaining, Hilly, and again, just that little break by Koroit. They lead 49-44.
Beautifully done. 49-44 for the Saints. Little chip kick. So, Wiggs, I'll ask you.
Yes.
Eagles lead by 11 points. Who's ahead so far with the win?
I think Koroit are. I think, and even the inside 50s, like North Warrnambool were dominating, but they've just been up and unders, balls hitting the deck. So it's going to be interesting again in the. I think we'll get a true indication in the second quarter, but again, Koroit look more dangerous forward of the footy.
Just haven't had many opportunities kicking into that breeze in this first quarter. Here goes Lukey Wines. He was dispossessed. Coming through is Brennan. He's wrapped up at a strong tackle far out of sight. It was a gang tackle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Smack bang on centre wing. Good crowd here at Hanlon Park, Portland. 2-3-15 the Eagles. 4 behinds, 4 points the Koroit Saints. McCosh over the top. Taken without it. Free kick will go to Desi O'Keefe, the young gun from the Koroit Saints. Good little basketballer too, this kid. Got a nice little jumper. And there goes the quarter time siren. So at quarter time, it is the Koroit Saints 4 behind, 4 points. North Warrnambool Eagles 2-3-15. Eagles probably kicking with a 4-goal breeze. Adam Dowie, Trent Hill, Philip Kelly.
Yeah, look, it's been, and now we're looking at the flag. So part of that quarter, though, there wasn't much happening with the flags, and now it's looking like it's probably picking up a bit. I think Poss said it's going to gust a bit. But, again, North Warrnambool lead on the scoreboard, but I don't think we can assess it until half-time. But Koroit, super efficient going inside 50, looked dangerous, looks really open. And then, look, even though Dallas Mooney had that kick cut off by Vardy to kick the goal, their willingness to run and get up the ground, hit back at the ball, make their defensive half really big and then hit kicks, been really impressed. Have North Warrnambool got the capacity to be able to do that and have that confidence to go, okay, we're going to kick it backwards and go back and just sort of kick mark our way through the quarter? Have they got the capacity to be able to do that? Yeah, not quite as sure. And then in terms of their forward line, Koroit again with Dobson, Byrne, Paddy O'Sullivan's been down there a lot. So North Warrnambool got them probably back into the quarter, obviously able to kick a couple of goals, but not sure if it'll be that'll be enough. But we'll see.
Let's take a break on Hampton League Live at quarter time. It's an 11-point lead to the North Warrnambool Eagles in second semi-final action. We'll take a break and come back with second quarter on your home of football netball 94.5 3YB FM.
3YB-FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampton Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and we're ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampton Vet. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Yeah, welcome back to Hammond League Live, second semi-final action. We'll start crossing up to Lockie Rook too. Benny Vertigan back in the studio around the grounds to get an update in the Warrnambool District Football Netball League Grand Final. It is Allansford taking on the Noranda Blues at the Reed Oval. It's Poss, as we go down to you. You've got one of the assistant coaches of the Koroit Saints, Matt Dempsey.
Yeah, Matty's with me. Matty, mate, had a lot of scoring opportunities that quarter, defended pretty well, so I think all in all you'd be reasonably happy.
I think it's probably a 2 to 3 goal breeze, so I think the boards defended really hard. Not a bad quarter, but we need to convert this quarter, obviously. So, yeah, good start.
And the message from Chris?
Just talking about a few structural things, trying to take into account how North are dealing with half forwards rolling to stoppage and so on. And then we're looking to be pretty brave with the ball this quarter. We might get a bit of speed on it at the right times.
Good on you, mate. Good luck for this quarter.
Thanks very much.
Beautifully done downstairs. Philip Possum Kelly, where is this quarter going to head, Wigsy?
Yeah, look, it'll be... if North can get in and lock it in, but yeah, I think you'll see Koroit will try and keep moving the ball and attack get it going quick once they're forward to centre.
Righto, second quarter underway, and there was plenty of heat put into Jack Block in that first quarter. It started here in the start of the second quarter. He was tackled nice and strongly. Vardy wins a tap down. Keast, he was dispossessed. Coming through there is Couch. McCutcheon taken without it. Free kick's going to go. I think it's going to go to the Saints. It'll be Will Couch who will pump the Saints into attack to start this second quarter. Dobson's the target. Oh, geez, good use of the body. Just couldn't quite mitt it. Coming through there was Byrne. Well done by Wines. That's Luke, and happy to see the ball go out of bounds. But you can just see they're dangerous, aren't they, moving forward, the Saints?
Yeah, absolutely. Even that one there, Sam Dobson's probably marking that 8 times out of 10. So, and again, one on one, and they back him in, and then they've got their small blokes.
So boundary throw-in will occur. Vardy, some hanging on to. It's going to go to the big man and Nathan Vardy. So is he third or fourth season in the Hampton League, Bards?
4, I reckon, mate.
Will it be his fourth?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
2 years of coaching and then 2 years
playing
as assistant under the great Adam Dowley. Free kick's going to go with Saints inside 50. Paddy O'Sullivan on the lead. Couldn't bring it down in the end. Wearing him like a glove is Keast. And the tackle there, efficient by Grundy, not allowing his opponent to go anywhere. And we'll have a throw up 40 metres out from the Saints goal. They're kicking to the town end here at Hanlon Park. Vardy up against McInerney. Well roped by Block. Fed the handball out to Couch. Over the top. Someone was just waiting for it to come into their hand. Lewis has to kick up high. Well, it's staying in the field of play. Mooney reads it best anyway. And it will be the free kick. So short kick inside 50. Dobson pushing the back up against Wines.
That's Benny.
And Ben Dobson will have a shot. He'll come back to his mark, Wines. It'll be at 47 metres. So
Connor Byrne coming off here, boys. I reckon he's having issues with his eye, I reckon. He might have got a poke in the eye. So.
Do you wear contacts, Wicks?
Don't know.
So Ben Dobson looking for the Saints' first goal this afternoon. On the right side for a right footer. Comes in. Great kick off the boot. Oh, good finish from Ben Dobson. He's a class act, and there's the Saints first. They go to 1-4-10. They trail the Eagles 2-3-15. 2 minutes gone in this second term.
Yeah, look, it was... and again, you can see Koroit there, they're going to hit up those leads. So even that last one with the Sam Dobson, the one before that, they hit up the leads. North have bombed it out, kicked it out of bounds on the full twice. So, again, contrasting styles, but... an important goal for Koroit, and what have we been? Only been playing 3 minutes in the second quarter. So yeah, North will need to get probably clearance-wise back themselves in there.
Big fist, good fist too. That was by Vardy. On the end of it is Keast, goes forward to the Eagles. Here goes Everall, great gather, great goal. There's the quick response for the North Warrnambool Eagles against the Breeze. First goal up that end in this senior second semi-final. And the Eagles go to 3-3-21. The Koroit Saints on the National Tile scoreboard at 1-4-10. So good bit of ruck work, tapped into space. Grundy runs onto it. He goes further afield to Harry Keast, and Zach Everell, good finish.
I don't know. Look, yeah, obviously got matchups. Grundy seems to have a lot of space at even watching stoppages in the first quarter. No one seems to be going. He's dangerous. He's quick and can obviously kick the ball really well.
Averaging 28 touches for the Eagles. Cobb read it well off the contest. Bangs it inside, forward 50. Everell first to it, looks to tap to the 350 gamer. Here's McLaughlin on the left boot, works it around but not enough. And a minor score, but that was a good build-up.
Centre clearances, they're dominating at the moment.
Spot on. That was lovely ruck work, and that's where I reckon they can get the advantage here, North Warrnambool. If Vardy can get the tap right and get it into the path of his midfielders, they're going to be dangerous. So the kick in from Mooney short. He finds Ben Miller, one of the best kicking efficiency players for the Saints, with 72% by foot this year.
How'd you know that, Hilly? Just off the top of your head?
No, just sat and studied the stats last night, Wiggs.
Well done.
So nice contested mark there by Tommy Bolsh.
You get a TV, Hilly.
Bolsh kicks it long, good defensive punch by Adam Wines, and we'll have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward.
Went 20 cars deep, that fist from Wines.
That was like a Harris Andrews. He's good at those, isn't he?
Mate, I watched him before the game last week.
There's not that many, like even this league. You don't see a lot of... You see in the AFL.
They practice it, mate, in the warm-ups.
Absolutely.
They practice punching it through the goals. It's next level, that stuff down there.
Don't see a lot of it.
Here goes Will Couch, high up and under kick, goes forward. Going to be a flight at the back. Oh, good fist away that time by Keast. That's Bailey. Reading it well there was Dobson. He gets it out to McCutcheon. McCutcheon's got a player in ball. Beautiful handball. It's Jack Block, left foot, but it hasn't got the leg. And getting back and playing that goalkeeping role was Lukey Wines, who read it beautifully well. And he'll pump the Eagles out of attack, Hilly.
He certainly will.
Grundy.
Short kick to Grundy. How many do you reckon Grundy would have had so far?
Yeah.
10 to 11?
I'd be thinking, it's nearly double figures.
Yeah.
There's a draw again in the Reserves District League grand final, so the extra time starting again. So the senior game hasn't even started up there, boys.
She might be twilight footy up at the Reed, I'd suggest.
I was just going to say, boys, that 7-3 to 6-9, 45 each, and we're going to be in for a late start.
So Dallas Mooney on the outer side wing. It's a 22 to 10 scoreline favouring the Eagles. 12 points the margin. Mooney drives it with some penetration. Dobson. Lewis almost took a nice mark. Rode the bump really well. And we'll have a stoppage. 35 out directly in front of the Saints goal. So they've had some inside forward 50s. Koroit in this second term. But they're defensively setting up all right, the Eagles. So Vardy looks to work it into his advantage. Follows up. Here's Dobson out of the pack. Left foot kick towards goal. Oh, that's a ripper. Sam Dobson kicks a beautiful opportunistic goal on his left. And it brings the margin to one straight kick, which is 6 points.
Yeah, look, that was... Kent don't know if North Warrnambool didn't see. Vardy was chasing that one back who had been in the ruck. So North Warrnambool was man on man, but Koroit just loaded up defensive side and they all went with him. So, but yeah, Sam Dobson, just a classy finish. Angus Noski would be... not his fault with that one, but you just don't want to get him up and going. So North Warrnambool, been dominating out in the middle though.
I do like Jake McCosh back into the ruck here because he just jumps in and really likes to extend himself. Free kick's going to go though. It's going to go to the Eagles' advantage. Will come back and it'll go to that man Harley Cobb. So Cobb, smack bang in the centre of Hanlon Park. Kicks to half forward. Harry Keast flies. Good grab.
Good grab.
What a good year he's had. Just jumped to that football. He's got Barlow further afield if he can get it to him. Tries to push that way. Barlow and Mooney. Good use of the body that time at the back. McLaughlin! There's another quick response. So whenever the Saints counter punch, the Eagles get one. And they have got another goal. So North Warrnambool will go to 4-4-28. Koroit 2-4-16. And that is on the National Tile scoreboard. So they just get the quick response, don't they?
Well, this is where, again, look at the flags now, but into that, kicking into that end, that seems to be really open. So you're getting one-on-ones, and even when Koroit went in there, they were scoring a lot of the time, and North Warrnambool have been able to do exactly the same. So, but again, it's based off out of the middle.
So back in the centre corridor, Vardy with a commanding tap down. That man Grundy reading it best. And he's wrapped up, so it just looks like Rook just sort of standing by the side of Grundy, not allowing some easy football. So Vardy, that height advantage, great tap down. Keys just didn't quite get it in the end. Left foot kick was smothered. Here's Jared Lewis inside 50. He kicks to a 2-on-2. Falls out the back, winds, looking for McLaughlin, who's been roving a couple of those balls in this second term. He's wrapped up.
I reckon you find Rook's gone to Grundy for a bit.
Just to have that man-on-man and just not allow him that easy football, because he reads the ball off the stoppage well himself, Lockie Rook.
Dominating out of the middle, aren't they?
So Jake McCosh got the tap down. Here's Barlow, quick snap. He had a snap and it was smothered. Matty Wines wrapped up, not going anywhere. 20 metres out from the Eagles' goal. So 4-4 to 2-4. 2 goals the margin. Hamlin Park, good crowd here at Portland for the second semi-final. McCosh up against Wines. He tried to grab it out. Wines, free kick. It's going to go to the Saints. And they're going to have it in that left back pocket. It'll be Lockie Rook, who'll go short via foot over the top to Mac Peterson.
So the Mac truck, he just misses the target with his kick. Could have been taken high. How's the umpire going to see this one? So things are just getting a little bit fired up out there, as you can imagine. Fair bit at stake. Eagles lead by 12 points, 2 straight goals. Saints kicking with the wind in this second quarter. District League has not started yet. Going to be a really late finish up there because, by the time they present medals, it is going to be a really, really late start. So
I think, Stewie, with all honesty, you'd nearly have to do the presentations to the Resi later on because this, realistically, it could start at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and they're already obviously pushed out late anyway.
22 it was supposed to start, so it's 25 minutes late already.
You might be right, Poss.
Anyway.
Lockie Rook will be a man on the spot when we get to him a little bit later on.
Hopefully he's got the torch.
The lights will have to be on up there, won't they?
Saints got the job done in the netball 2-by-11, boys.
He's a good win by Koroit, so they go through to a grand final. McCosh's kick was smothered. Big strong tackle there on Nathan Vardy. And we are going to have a ball up. Far out of sight, so Vardy and McCosh will go at each other again. Looking for a free kick that time was McCosh. McCutcheon gets the handle at the block, who's wrapped up strongly.
Both teams are really well set up in terms of ready to... Both teams, I think, are sweating on the other team getting the ball and then just going to tackle pressure.
So quick kick comes out, just goes off the side of the boot into a bit of space now. McCutcheon runs onto it. Good pressure from Grundy. Free kick for a hole, so the ball will come back and McCutcheon will get the resultant free kick. Jeez, he's pacey, Grundy.
He's quick, man.
He's very, very quick. He's told to come back and kick over his mark. Probably lucky because Dobson was out on a nice little lead into space there.
How much of a VFL pre-season would be into advantage for Jackson Grundy just as a player in development? Would that be it?
Yeah, significant.
Yeah.
You think? Yeah. Particularly if he hadn't have had that time off during the year injured.
Blair McCutcheon just bombs this one. Dobson's the target. Plenty of Eagles around that one. Coming at the back of the pack, Jyron Neve. She was left foot snap, hits the point post. It goes out of bounds on the full in the end, but it was a beautiful scouting Rovers opportunity. So 2-4-16 Saints, 4-4-28 the North Warrnambool Eagles national tile scoreboard.
Just noticing to Koroit Pharmacy pass that Connor Burns got the headwear there with the wrapping around the eye.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a bit of an update as to exactly what that is, Hilly. But yeah, I think maybe a bit of blood.
So the Saints will reload inside 50. Sam Dobson flies. Good contested mark. He's so good at it, Wiggs.
Yeah, look, it's... How
do you stop him?
No, you can't on your own. Like, if he's got space to run into and they kick the ball to him well enough, he's just about probably unstoppable.
Just strong jukes.
Yeah. So you need double team, you need pressure on the ball coming in. Again, if you can get it high, at least get a run and jump at it. But if you can lead and jump at it, like you got...
35 out, 45-degree angle for his second of the term. Dobson comes in, splits the centre. He's A-class. And they go back to a 1-goal margin. 3-4-22 to 4-4-28. He's just class.
Yeah, look, he is. And it was... two contrasting styles bring the ball out of your back line. So Koroit would get up the ground, spread the ground, they would run everywhere, and then someone would run into a hole. North Warrnambool just look like at the moment when they're kicking the ball out of their back 50, their defenders, a lot of them are probably just standing still and just go kick it long. So contrasting styles, but North haven't been able to get it out of their back line effectively. So it's been repeat entries.
So ball back in the middle. The Saints get the clearance this time. Kick into space, bouncing football. And the ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a ball up in the Saints, 25 metres out from their goal line.
An interesting moment, like Paddy O'Sullivan, Connor Byrne, and John Renew haven't had big impacts. So
Byrne just in that centre bounce then, just to get him into the game.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that's a key, isn't it? Just try and get your hands on the ball and just get you into the contest. That is the key. Big Vards, big fist. Harry Keese reads it well off the pack, high up and under. Everill's going to use his body well, just couldn't quite take the mark. Mooney's there. Handball comes out. Good gather by Peterson. Swings onto his right boot. Fist over the top from Hoy. Could have been in the back against Lukey Wines there, but the umpire says no, we've got a ball up. Far out of side, Poss on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement.
Yeah, well, it's a great contest, isn't it, boys? And it's really going to come down to the second half, I reckon, as to whether someone can get a bit of, a bit of distance in the other team on the scoreboard. Because at the moment, it's a real arm wrestle.
15 points of margin. How's a tap from Vardy? It went 20. Reading it well was Keese, but just didn't run out of runway, and he goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw in.
It's funny, a lot of the ball, a lot of times over that side of the ground, which is
I reckon it seems to be the games we do over here. It spends a lot of time on that outer side. So boundary throw in,
heading back, I suppose, towards Warrnambool a little bit, isn't it?
Maybe.
Is it? I don't know. Actually, yeah.
Not sure.
So boundary throw in, we'll go for a secondary one, just a little bit shallow. So the umpires come in 5. So McInerney up against Big Vards. He's been terrific since he's come to Warrnambool. Vardy. McCutcheon turns around on a 20-cent piece and kicks it inside. Forward 50. Dobson, Noski. Good contest. Roving the Saints through a kick at goal. And it went to the right and a minor score. That was Clem Nagorka. So the margin of 5. 3-5-23 Koroit. 4-4-28 North Warrnambool. 15.5 gone.
Yeah, so this game, it is on a knife's edge at the moment for mine. So Noski told to play on now from the umpire. Runs his allotted 10 metres. Kicks out. Vardy's the target. So that's the kind of dump kick. Happy to see the ball go out of bounds. Yes, they are. So,
sorry, mate. Just can't get the ball out of their back half of the ground at the moment. North Warrnambool, a lot of it's going to a contest. So
Koroit had the same problem in the back half of the first quarter, didn't they?
But I felt like they were proactive in terms of slinging it from one side to the other and finding a way through. So, but yeah, again, different styles.
Big fist from Vardy. Pushes it forward again. It's gone out of bounds. So we'll have another ball up. Healthy crowd here at Hanlon Park, Portland, for this second semi-final contest. Half forward flank, throw in. McInerney and Vardy. Big Vards is going to have to go up against McCosh and McInerney all day. This time coming through too high, surely. Yes, free kick will go to the Koroit Saints. It'll go against Nathan Vardy. And Connor Byrne will be the recipient. Swings onto that right boot. Kicks forward. Dobson! You beauty! That is a Peter Walsh Bridgestone highlight of the day. He was against 2 Eagles defender. One of them was Adam Wines. The other was Noski. And he was like a sandwich. And he pulled in a one-hander. And this bloke is a gun.
Absolutely. You talk about best players in country Victoria. I reckon he was highly rated at Geelong, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they did
I reckon nearly number 1, I reckon.
Yes.
So Dobson for his second of this quarter. Comes in. 15 metres out directly in front. He won't miss it. And the Saints hit the front for the very first time. I reckon 4-5-29 the Saints, 4-4-28 the Eagles. 17 minutes gone, second quarter.
Yeah, again, it's just been a North Warrnambool. Probably they've been able to kick a couple of goals into the breeze, but it's just weighted numbers a little bit there. But that was a brilliant mark. He seemed to sort of just stop it with one hand and then got on the second grab. Now, Angus Noski, he's kicked 3 now. Sam Dobson, I don't know. It's not like but you're just going right. What's our next move? Is it Adam Wines onto Sam?
Here comes Connor Byrne. Rode the bump and got the handball out. They've kicked the last two, the Saints. Good pick up by Rook. Here's McCutcheon. Inside 50, Sammy! Oh, play on, they say. And they jump on it, pushing the back. It's going to go to Nugget Wines, the 200 gamer.
Just might have been a bit stiff there, Dobson.
Yeah.
I reckon.
So, Lukey Wines. Amazing that all three Wines brothers have played a major milestone this year.
Not a lot of movement, so just going to dump it long.
Varney jumps first. Well, the umpire nearly was going to call something, but then put his whistle away. Rook, handball's out. He's been important. McCutcheon, high up and under kick. Lewis, the littlest man, takes on three.
Well done.
And little Jarrett Lewis reads it best.
Good play, wasn't it?
Ah, terrific for the little man. So he'll go short. Kick has to be spot on, it is. To Cobb. Bronx cheers there. He'll work it back to Noski. So where are they going to go, the Eagles? He's going to have to be clean with the kick to Luke Wines. He's got over the top Bailey Keast if he wants him. And he hits him. So we're back to square one. Wines. He'll go short. Finds Cobb. So they're set up well defensively, the Saints. Here he goes, a long penetrating kick down the ground. Oh!
Good grab.
They ran into each other, the Eagles. That was a great mark by Zach Everell. So the build-up's been strong. 1 point lead to the Saints. Everell kicked a goal in this second term. Goes towards the half-forward line. Approaching it, there was Anders. Just dropped it on the last moment. Trying to get through was Mooney. Inside 50 they go. Ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
That was probably better than by an all time. At least trying to make shift the Koroit defence. And again, all you need is shift them. There will still be gaps that will appear, and then that was better rather than just going to a contest.
Yep.
See the local fire brigade here this afternoon too, supporting both these teams. Fist, they're looking for deliberate.
No, that's not deliberate because it can't be from a ruck contest.
Got to be on the full. If it goes on the full, I think it can. Wiggs.
Yes, it can be. Yeah,
automatic.
But not from a.
So 20 and a half minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Saints lead by 1 point. Exciting game of second semi-final action. Winner goes through to the grand final. It's as simple as that. Everell up against McInerney this time. McInerney wins that one down. Coming through was Barlow. Out to Cobb. That was Byrne. Handball comes out. Well, big heavy hit there. How's the umpire going to see this one? No opportunity. And we will have a ball up. So if the Eagles can lock down a bit here, they'd be happy, I reckon, in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So McInerney with a big fist this time. Grundy just can't quite grab the football.
See, look at that, boys. Like, Koroit have got 2 forwards, so they've got, 4 defenders. So there's 12 guys around this contest. So I think they get them in and then want to make them run.
So the tap out comes to Keys, feeds the handball out. Lewis over the top, goes to Brennan. Oh, he's in trouble, Will. And a free kick will go to the Saints. Poss, let's go to you all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, a couple of times now, Wiggsy's first option's quite often the best. A couple of times now, Brennan's been caught.
Yeah, he has been,
change his mind.
Oh, almost a great read by Neve. Keeps the ball alive. Ball comes out the back. Connor Byrne feeds it to Clem Nagorka. Standing start from 35. Oh, he's just put it to the right of the stick and a minor score.
Krieger's won the reserves grand final by a point in double overtime, I think.
Oh, wow. Jeepers.
Unbelievable.
And they won the under-18s by a point too.
Yeah.
So a minor score there to the Saints. And the football just getting into the hands of Noski. So it's been a good quarter by Koroit. 4-4 to 4-6. The Saints leading by 2. Noski will go to that outer side. Wines. Used his body well. He's got Barlow over the top and he gets the handball. Barlow looks to kick forward to the footy. Here's a 350 gamer and snooze Wines. Smothered kick. It's a 3-on-2. Wines and O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan did really well to force the ball into a teammate's hands. High up and under kick. They got Jack Block out. Or no, it's Nagorka. Nagorka will go by hand. No, he will sell the candy. Short kick. Des O'Keefe. Ball stays in, just in time. McCutcheon via hand. Neve, running goal, works it around. And Tom Neve kicks his first. And it's been a good quarter from the Saints. 5-6-36. They lead by 8 points. 4-4-28, 23 gone.
Just well done, Paddy O'Sullivan in the middle of the ground there. Just make a contest, was outnumbered, and then decided to surge it forward. Could have looked like it was close to being out of bounds, but yeah, and as soon as he's sort of running at it from that position, you're thinking he's not going to miss. He's that type of player, real opportunistic player. So yeah, big goal, and they just look probably a little bit quicker across the deck at the moment.
Luke, Bruce boys, they reckon might have done an ACL for the Hawks in the VFL just now on the TV. So that would be shattering for Saints supporters, that he probably would have been pushing for maybe possible selection. So that'd be shocking news for Lukey Bruce, the champion of the game. So Wines goes into the ruck now for the Eagles. The big man Vard's having a spell. Oh, that was a heavy hit. Umpire says play on there. He's slow to get up to Wines. Holding the football, free kick's going to go to the Eagles. And it's going to be Cobb who's really lifted in this second quarter for the North Warrnambool Eagles. He's told to play on. He kicks down forward. Matty Wines on the end of it. Nice mark. True centre half forward, told to play on. Now he's in trouble, Matty!
That's poorly umpired. He didn't go off the mark there. That's poorly umpired.
So the resultant free kick will go to Connor Byrne. For the Koroit Saints, he's got a player out further afield, Mac Peterson, who's got some space, just happy just to slow the ball up a little bit now. So Peterson, plenty of options. He'll go long. Paddy O'Sullivan will fire for the Saints. Oh, good mark. Good to see this kid back. Playing footy. That's the key to it. There's a bit going on off the football here too. Free kick's going to go to Koroit. It's going to go against Brennan. It's going to go to Nagorka. That's Levi wearing the number 60 this afternoon. He's going to go back and have a shot 30 metres out, slight angle. And I just said, I picked at Wiggs. There's been a lot going on. There's a lot of wrestling and a lot of grappling happening off the play.
Yeah, look, probably not a great surprise, but at the moment it's probably working in Koroit's favour. But yeah, they just probably got on top, and just again, I reckon they're just backing their leg speed in a little bit at the moment.
And he comes, Levi Nagorka. Oh, hits the post. Jeez, it smacked into the post, to be honest. And it is wobbling like you wouldn't believe. So the Saints go to 5-7-37. North Warrnambool Eagles 4-4-28. 26 minutes gone. Poss, I reckon if the Eagles can just lock down in this last couple of minutes here, they might be half happy going in at half time.
Yeah, with 26 minutes gone, you'd reckon they just want to, as you say, Matty, get hold of the ball, just possess it a little bit, as it looked like they're doing now. So just slow the game a bit, get to half time and reassess.
McLaughlin out of defensive 50. Kicks to a big contest. No one can bring down the mark. And waiting for the official. It's going to be a free kick to the Saints. An opportunity for that Eagles player to get it out. The umpire deemed. So Jack Block looking to get things moving pretty quickly. Peterson gets it to Block on his left boot. Inside 50. Dobson's there as well as O'Sullivan. Keith did really well. He's wrapped up. And free kick's going to go to the Saints. It's going to go to Will Couch. He's tied on the boundary. So you'd imagine a right foot snaps what's going to occur, but just things are falling into place for the Saints at the moment, Wiggs.
Yeah, they are at the moment.
He could kick
so
this
they probably
Couch.
had a good run with the umpires, you'd think. Some interesting decisions, but
Here he comes, Couch, works it around, and Will kicks his first of the day, and another for the Saints. 6-7-43.
If anyone's-
North Warrnambool 4-4-28.
If anyone's going to kick that goal on the boundary, it's Will Couch, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. That's right in his wheelhouse. So, but again, it's been off the back of contests, long. Probably North Warrnambool's only inside 50 in the last 10 minutes has been that one where they're able to sort of get some control of the ball. But the rest of it's been, and you know, credit to Koroit in terms of making North Warrnambool go back over the mark, kicking the contest. So their defence, and then they've been sort of scoring off the back of that.
So ball back in the middle. All of a sudden, we're out to a 15-point lead here to the Saints. The Eagles won't want to leak another one here before half-time for mine. So Mickey Barlow hasn't played a lot of time on the ball today, boys. He's been playing as a high half forward, hasn't he? Which is interesting.
Yeah, look, I suppose that's what Vaz was talking about, though. Like, he's, he obviously hasn't played a lot, so they're going to rely on the people who got the job done for him.
Big fist comes forward. Matty Wines dispossessed. And going absolutely nowhere. We are going to have another ball up. So 28 and a half minutes gone, second quarter. Saints 6-7, 43. Eagles 4-4, 28. National title scoreboard. Wines and McInerney. Jack Block's lifted his work rate in this second term. Just feel like just on the cusp of half time, I reckon there's just a few tempers fraying a little bit here.
How's yours going, mate?
Mine's good, big fella. Coming through there was Dobson. Couldn't quite gather. Luke Wines. I reckon maybe has he gone to Dobson, boys, too? Or no, he might be playing. It's Benny Dobson. Free kick's going to go here. It's going to go to young Lockie Wines for the North Warrnambool Eagles in the ruck. So for a hold against McInerney. So Wines, he goes short. Goes through the hands of McLaughlin. Coming through there was Benny Dobson. He swings through. Jeez, he had it for a long time. Might have been lucky to get away with it. Jack Block on the end of it. Left foot kick forward. Good fist that time. Well done by Noski, and the ball goes out of bounds. So couldn't be long to play in this second term, boys.
No.
Yeah,
another goal here. Sorry, he'll be pretty big either way.
Well, correct. It brings North Warrnambool back to 9 points, or it puts the Saints up by 21. So boundary throw in out of side, sort of between wing and half forward for the Koroit Saints. They've kicked 6 goals in this second term. To the Eagles 2. Kicking towards the breeze, which is the city end goals or the town end goals here at Helen Park. McInerney looked to work it back. No one can get a clear disposal. Neve did really well. He hustled and he got it to Nagorka. Running hard there is Sam Dobson. Jeez, he's a powerful runner. Trying to pick it up is Luke Wines. He's wrapped up straight away. And free kick. So they set an opportunity for Couch to kick his second of the afternoon and the second of this second term. I'll tell you what, a 7-goal second quarter will be a pretty big one for the Saints.
Absolutely. So they've picked out a couple of those, as long as they're consistent in terms of lying on the ball.
This shot on goal for Couch would be a degree of difficulty would be half the last one.
It won't matter though. I think he'll kick it.
He'll come in. Works it way through the big sticks, kicks his second. That's 19 goals for the season. Well, it just pushes their lead out to 21 points. And as you said, Wixie, probably not a score you wanted to concede going into half-time.
No, not now. It's definitely advantage Koroit. And it's, again, other than probably those couple of goals they got against the run, North Warrnambool, it's been all Koroit. Just numbers around clearance, been able to just... Again, North Warrnambool haven't been able to get any easy footy, but then get the ball in the forward line. They got some good one-on-ones. They probably had a good run with the umpires and some free kicks, but doesn't matter. I think just weight of numbers, they've been able to have advantage.
There you go, the Eagles. Can they conjure something up on the cusp of half-time? 31 and a half minutes gone. It's a long second quarter. Secondary bounce. Couldn't be long to play. Shepherd. Free kick's going to go to the Eagles here, is it? Yeah. It's going to go to Wines. The Bronx cheers. It's going to go to Grundy, actually, off the football. So Jackson Grundy, a late goal here for the Eagles would be really helpful. Beautiful kick of the football, Grundy. I tell you what, they were looking for downfield, didn't get it. As I said, there's a little bit going on. Kick comes out now. Nagorka can't quite gather. That's Kalemi. Taken without the football. And he will get the resultant free kick. So you can hear the Bronx cheers down there. And Poss, the crowd's starting to get into it here at Hanlon Park in Portland.
Yeah, they are, and it's a healthy crowd too, Stewie. And as I said, I think we're set up for a beautiful second half. But Koroit's persistence in their forward line just to keep it in there right on half-time. But they've kept it in there until they've scored. They've been really good that quarter.
I don't want to give away a 50-metre penalty here, so the umpire's
the siren's
blown.
gone. It should have been 50 anyway.
So here we go. I said this could spill over, and sure enough, on the cusp of half-time, Connor Byrne is grabbing Will Couch and sending him to the bench. They're keeping Brennan out there as well. And nothing in it, to be honest. Just a little bit of push and shove, a show of strength. Don't waste your energy, boys. Go and grab some lollies at half time and have a sit back and just gear up for a big second half.
Yeah, look, interesting finish into which will be a great precursor to the second half. But Adam Wine's out there having a long chat with the umpires, and
animated chat too with umpire Dart there too. So you got to be a little bit careful, don't you? 2 weeks.
Yeah, you do. He's the captain though. He's allowed to do that. I can understand a bit of frustration. They pick out one, and there's been probably 15 occasions where people have been sitting on the ball, and they pick out two at a pretty significant time for not trying to get the ball out. So, it's clearly frustrated. But look, I think Koroit have definitely looked probably the better side, a little bit quicker across the ground, forward line a little bit more dangerous, and again, just they look like they've overspread, a little bit more run. But look, sometimes when you're in control of the game and you're chasing, you can look slow. So North Warrnambool, kicking with the aid of the breeze in the third quarter. Again, there hasn't been a lot in the game, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in the third quarter when North Warrnambool have got the aid of the breeze.
So at half-time here, it's the Koroit Saints 7-7-49. They lead the North Warrnambool Eagles 4-4-28. National Tile scoreboard. Other side of this, the half-time bake, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar and Terang for the best chips and gravy in the Southern Hemisphere. And they do absolutely everything, Jack and Kerry Crawley. Absolutely the best in the business. So for all your takeaway needs, make sure you go and see the friendly team at Crawley's Milk Bar. Liam Ryan is another little rehash one that we'll play today.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear, we also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family, indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome to Blackie's Bakers at Break for Kerman's Hamburgers, Lava Street in Warrnambool and Ryrie Street in Geelong. 71 years going and a very special guest, a dual Mascot Medal winner. A great player at North Warrnambool Eagles, seen him firsthand myself, a really good in and under player, and just a pleasure to have him on, and welcome Liam Ryan to the microphone. Doesn't do many interviews, Liam, so how are you, mate?
Good, thanks, Blackus. Thanks for the generous intro, mate. That's very, very kind of you to say.
No, mate, no, I've seen you firsthand. You're one of the best players I think I've seen play, like in and under, and then you could do the outside ball as well, mate. Won a couple of Mascals, and unfortunately, not a lot of success with North, but individually you were pretty good. But I suppose you'd trade all them for a premiership, mate. I suppose, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, mate. It was when I first came back to the club, we were they were pretty ordinary days, but there was good junior kids coming through there, and that was the incentive to sort of try and
come back.
Yeah, help them out, and I do take a little bit of joy out of the fact that how successful the club is now. Sort of seeing some of those guys that were kids when I was there still playing and playing well. It's good to see.
Mate, we'll start with your family. What are you doing now? You're on the farm at Grassmere. Tell us about your wife and family.
Yeah, so my wife Kim, and got 3 kids. Eve, she's 10, Gretel's 8, and Gabe just turned 3. Wow. On a dairy farm out here at Grassmere, so milking too many cows. But we've got a nice spot out here and all keeping busy. Mainly chasing after the kids now. They seem to be doing more and more sport as they get older.
Yeah, it's good, mate. And now tell us about your junior days at North Warrnambool.
Yes, yeah. Well, I was in Northern Districts when I started there, Blacker. So I had a couple of years in Northern Districts, and then they went into the Hampton League and became North Warrnambool, and played under a few different coaches. I had Peter Haynes and Lindsay Cotty, some of the junior coaches I played under.
Yeah.
And then played under 18s and a couple of senior games under Wayne Walsh before I finished school and went down to Melbourne. So it was nice to I actually bumped into Walshy last couple of weeks ago, so it's good to reminisce about the old days when he was in charge out there at Bushfield.
And what about his son, Sammy? Goes all right, number 1 pick, and he's just a jet, isn't he?
He's a jet. I'm a pretty keen Carlton supporter, and Sam was with him, so I'm pretty eager to shake his hand and say good day to him, because he's not a bad player, Sam.
He's a good kid, isn't he? They reckon they could tell from when he was 14, 15 that he just had a desire to play, league football, and for him to go number 1 and be so good in each of his first 2 years, and he's having a great start to this year.
Yeah, no, he is. And look, I only chatted to him for sort of 5-6 minutes, but he's a very impressive young man. He's a credit to Wayne and Jackie. He's a really good kid.
And mate, after your juniors, you head off to uni. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, well, I did a ag science degree at Melbourne Uni, mainly to go down to Melbourne and see. I had two older sisters and an older brother that had all gone down there, and they all seemed to have a pretty good time. So I thought that wouldn't be a bad idea to go down there and see what it was all about.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of study. There was a lot of sport and a lot of socialising and a lot of fun. So it was a really good time actually. It's look back now, it seems a long time ago, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of good memories.
And mate, I went to a wedding on the church there on Melbourne Uni, and I was in a pub very close, and here's your premiership photo of Liam Wright, so I sent you the photo, and you said, "Who's this?" So,
Yeah,
mate, you played in the premiership there.
Yeah, the college footy, mate. I must put in a bit of context. It's sort of 5 or 6 games against the other colleges, and the final, the grand final series. But there are a few different drinks run at half times in some of the other games. If you know what I mean,
Yeah,
it's pretty low key.
Yeah.
But yeah, good fun and some good players, some good history behind those colleges. Neil Danaher actually was a former Newman boy back in the day, and
Yep.
there's been quite a few other AFL players go through there. So it's nice to have the photo up on the wall. There's some pretty famous names up there. So
there is, mate.
yeah, it's nice.
And mate, Maskell medal 2008 on your own, fantastic effort because as you said. Yeah, when Lee McCluskey come there, the first couple of years was very, very ordinary, and it's amazing how they built up. And then in 2010, you tied with the great Levi there, but fantastic effort in 2008 to win on your own, mate.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise in 2008, Blackers. We didn't win a lot of games, and I had been close a couple of other years, and without winning a lot of games, it's pretty hard to poll a lot of votes. So it was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, I know 2008. I think we missed the finals on percentage. So I was pretty gutted that we hadn't snuck into 5th place that year because it would have given us a bit of momentum for the following season. I think it probably set us back a year, just missing out by that small margin.
Yeah, I think that game was against Port Fairy, wasn't it, last year, and we just missed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2010, you drew with Big Levi, he's won 3 and he's had a share in 2, and then he's won 1 on his own. So you're in pretty good company there, mate.
Yeah, no, I played a couple of interleague games with Levi, and he would have been. I wouldn't have minded him being the club ruckman at North. It would have been pretty handy to have him tap into all day. He's a pretty good player, yeah, and still going around and still getting a kick too, from what I hear.
Yeah, he got BOG in his first game under lights against Port Fairy, playing a kick behind. So it'd be great to see Hamilton and Portland have a bit of success.
I reckon if Hamilton and Portland had to come into the comp a year or 2 earlier, I reckon I might have gone around another year or 2. I think it's been a great thing for the Hampton League to get that 10-team comp going.
Yeah, mate, it must have been tough in the early days when early Lee McCluskey and a bit before that, very short on depth. But as you say, as we went on, they become more competitive, and now that they're a really good side in netball and football, so North Warrnambool have done really well without actually winning a senior football premiership, but come close last year. Or 2019.
Very, very close that year, but I think right through the club, Blackers, like you said, netball, football, but right through the juniors, very strong, and it'll happen. They'll get the ultimate one year, but it looks like I think it would be fairly safe to say I don't think they'll ever go back to where we were in those early 2000s, which is great.
And mate, a couple of who's probably a couple of the good players that you played against, and a couple of good players that you played with.
Yeah, well,
on the spot.
Yeah, been a few. I know when I was a kid coming through, North recruited a guy with Walshy to come over, and Shane Garner.
Yeah.
And when I was 15, 16, 17, and he was at the footy club, to be able to run around behind him at training was a privilege. He's an absolute gun. And yeah, just to be able to see the level that he trained at and played at, that was a real eye-opener for me when I was a kid. So he's probably the main one who I played with that really, really made a big impression on me. And then, some of the guys I played against, there's been some pretty good ones, but I reckon Josh Walters, I always had a lot of respect for him. He sort of played at Port, and Port weren't real strong either, and then went back to Warrnambool. But probably one of the best kicks of the footy that was going around. And Joey McLaren, played a lot of footy with and against him. And same thing, there's guys that really hurt you when they get the ball, and he was another one of them. So a couple of them are pretty hard to stop.
And mate, what about your game? You come, I know you're pretty big on fitness and running and things like that. Was fitness probably your main attribute?
Yeah, I think I was lucky that I was always a reasonable runner. When I was a kid in cross country and all that sort of stuff, I used to go all right in that. So yeah, it was definitely based myself, being able to cover the ground and get to contests. And as I got a bit older, I probably played more an inside role the last few years. I was at North, and Lee freed me up one year and played me centre half back as well. So
right.
I think once you played enough footy and get to play a role like that, you can position yourself pretty well and sort of read the play a bit. So, but definitely, I think a lot of the guys who played with me, I would think I trained as hard as I played. I tried to always have the intensity right up there at training. So,
and mate, do you watch much football now, like on the telly, or you haven't probably been to? Do you follow any footy, or a bit busy on the farm, mate?
No, I haven't. To be perfectly honest, Blackers, I haven't followed much of the local footy, and sort of taken the opportunity while the kids are young and not involved to sort of step away from it a bit. But as they get a bit older, Gretel, she's been at me to do Oz kick this year or next year. So I think once the kids start getting back involved, I'll start watching a bit more local footy, and the AFL will keep a bit of an eye on that. And I'm a bit more interested this year. I think some of those rule changes they made have added a bit more. A bit more interesting.
It has,
key forwards kicking a few goals.
A lot more one-on-one contests and things like that. So,
yeah,
mate, thanks for your time. I know you don't do a lot of media, or you're on the farm, very busy with your family and the cows, mate. So, thank you very much, Liam Ryan.
No, good to chat, Lucas.
Beautifully done, Alan Blackburn there, the bug at the break, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. And I touched on the fact Kerry and Jack Crawley had that shop now for a very long time, Hilly, but you don't realise what they do in there, do they? And it's a really busy shop.
I went and stopped up there. I went up to Camperdown a couple of weeks ago and stopped in for a lunch and to get a drink. And I'll tell you what, it took me about half an hour to decide what I was going to have to eat, because they had so much variety in there. And a real one-stop shop too for the local community. It was amazing how many people were bypassing and getting something there. So, great citizens, first and foremost, but a great business as well.
Firstly, the quaddy's been running one, boys. Fave salutes, Revelare, and it is a serious racehorse, that horse. Declan Bates got the pickup right a couple of starts ago, and it is a nice horse.
Who was a selector for the quaddie today?
The great Greggy Kelson, mate. So, first leg.
He's like
so that is exciting, which is great to see. So, hey, back here too, players are getting ready for the start of this third quarter, which is going to be an important third quarter, in particular for the North Warrnambool Eagles, who will be kicking with that slight breeze, which I think has dropped off, boys. Not as strong as it was in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, look, you would think North Warrnambool would have to carry maybe a 1-2 goal, unless the breeze continues to drop off. But you almost know what Koroit are going to do. Koroit will get the ball in their back line, they'll chip it around, they'll take time off the clock, they'll make North Warrnambool run from one side to the other. North Warrnambool probably out of the middle have been definitely better, but probably the other aspects of the game. Koroit's back line again. I think, Hilly, you said North Warrnambool have not taken a mark inside their forward 50.
I just can't recall one.
No, well, yeah, they haven't. They've probably taken one between the arc and the centre square, but
Barley comes up to a wing too, so he's been playing high half forward, so he comes up into a wing. Let's get a Lockie Rook round the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. Rookie District League Grand Final, late start this afternoon, buddy.
G'day, boys. Yeah, we are only 15 minutes into the first quarter in our senior grand final, because the Reds went to extra time with Creek getting over the line by a point. So, as we stand, 15 minutes gone in the first quarter, Naranda 2-3-15, Allenford 1 behind, and in the A-grade netball, Merivale leading by a goal with about 5 minutes to play.
Any wind up there, Rookie, to like a Naranda kicking with it in the first quarter, or...?
A little bit across to probably the netball court end into that pocket, but probably favouring the hockey end a little bit, which is where Naranda are kicking this quarter, mate.
Right, beautifully done. That is around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. So, this third quarter underway. It's into it. So, Vardy could have been taken high cob. Umpire said no prior opportunity. And they're nice and physical, the Saints, around that middle, aren't they?
Yeah, best tackling team in the competition. Rook's gone to Grundy again, so North Warrnambool need to come up with a plan there because they need to keep Grundy in the game. So, I don't know, maybe Grundy goes to Hoy. I feel like Hoy's getting one who slips under the radar for the Koroit Saints.
Midfield little with great contest, isn't it? Hoy with Cobb and then Keast with Jack Blockhilly.
Yeah, absolutely. So Vardy just keeping his eyes on the football, got a little punch to it. Coming through was Hoy with the chip kick and got some meterage. Approaching Paddy O'Sullivan. And probably getting better as the game's getting on, Paddy O'Sullivan. Obviously hasn't played a lot of footy for a good 18 months, Wig. So that touch is still going to take a little bit of while to come, isn't it?
It's a final. They'll just be happy he gets through the game.
Hey, Poss, is the wind as strong as what we've had?
Just a free kick off the ball here first, Stewie, to Liam Hoy. So a bit happening off the ball, but probably not quite as strong as it was, Matty. But they did die in that early in that second quarter too, and sprung back up again. But beautiful conditions at the moment, really clear and quite warm actually.
Hoy keeps it low, straight into the chest of Dobson. It bounced off Sam's chest. McCosh keeps the ball alive. Rook feeds a handball to Bolsh. Unfamiliar territory for Tommy, and he kicks it to the left and a minor score. So 7-8-50, they've reached the half century. 4-4-28, the North Warrnambool Eagles. And we've just ticked over a couple of minutes in this third term.
Luke Wine's gone forward too for the Eagles, I reckon. Boys, half forward, I reckon.
Yep. Might be swapping with Grundy, maybe.
So high up and under kick, but no one out there for the North Warrnambool Eagles. And in the end, it was Dobson, and they could have ruffled at him and Hoy. That's Sam. So he can go to Hoy short if he wants. No, goes longer, further afield. Good mark going back there with Lewis. He's just a rocket Gibraltar. He's just so consistent.
How's his overhead marking for a little guy? For a little man.
Yeah. Told to play on now. So Lewis. Vardy's going to be the target. Standing up tall there was Bolsh. Good mark at the front of the pack. Peter Bolsh, Bridgestone, the Matco highlight of the day. And also Brad John here. No fear. That's the one I was looking for. So Tommy Bolsh bangs the Saints long into attack. Big fist over the top that time by Adam Wines on Benny Dobson. The ball goes out of bounds. Now the clock hasn't started here.
No, I think there may be just a bit of a freezing of the scoreboard. So at the moment it's 7-8-50 to 4-4-28.
Hopefully we can get that one sorted, Hilly.
Yeah, they'll be all over it. We've got a couple of good people here at Portland to get it moving. So boundary throwing will occur. McCosh, who's had a great season with the number one ruck mantle. Here comes Will Brennan. Gets it out of defence. High up and under kick in the centre corridor. Wines. Matty Wines read it best. Looks to play on. It's Lockie Wines, his destination. Nice bit of defensive work by Miller. Here comes Tommy Keast. Left foot kick high up and under. Michael Barlow underneath it. Barlow told to play on. Fed it out to Everell. Everell's wrapped up straight away. And we'll have a stoppage. I thought Barlow had enough of it. May have been a little bit of late contact as well.
Koroit, they're really running hard there to get numbers around the ball, so they just had more numbers just through a work rate thing.
Wines grabbed it out of the ruck, just got it out in time, tried to soccer it off the ground. There was Grundy. Awkward bounce, Cobb there. Now it's Lockie Wines. Oh, geez, Hoy did really well.
Jeez,
screws her out on a 45-degree angle. Ball's going to just trickle over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. But the sun is shining. Good crowd here at Hamlin Park.
This is generally where a Sam McLaughlin will step up for the North Warrnambool Eagles and do something special, Wiggs.
And that's where Liam always gone straight to him. So probably, they probably realise that, but...
So, landed straight on the top of Lockie Rook. Straight on his melon. He wasn't looking at the ball.
Going to get him to throw it in again, boys.
It's Cam Pedler too, who can really heave it. So if he's struggling to get some purchase. So he's going to go again. So this time it's McCosh and Vardy. The boys might be a little bit more aware. Just watch McLaughlin here, just coming through the pack. Mooney, he was dispossessed. Vardy, he's dispossessed. And we will have another ball up. So 7-8-50 the Koroit Saints. Eagles 4-4-28. We've ticked over about 4 or 5 minutes in this third quarter. Free kick, ball going nowhere. It was a quick little snap out of the pack, but that's going to come back for a ball up, boys.
there's just lots of pressure, numbers around the ball, suiting Koroit. I just want to lock it down, get their hands on the ball, and then kick mark. So everything going in the favour of Koroit at the moment.
No space to work in for the Eagles. Just cluttered in that forward 50. Vardy trying to barge his way through. And there's about 6 players.
They're probably not helping themselves either, North Warrnambool. Like, you've got to try and open up your forward 50 stoppages.
They're just sort of cluttered together.
Yeah, they are.
Clustered together. So Vardy averages 54 hit-outs a game. The tap down to McLaughlin's good. Right foot snap. Goes over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. 10 metres around from the Eagles' goal. So we've played 6 minutes. 7-8-50 the Koroit Saints, 4-4-28 the North Warrnambool Eagles, second semi-final action. Tomorrow we head to the Warrnambool Camperdown for the Roosters and the Blues in the first semi-final. Boundary throw in, Vardy got the tap down, Bolsh tried to get a kick, blocked in well, just got it out in time, the umpire said. Brennan's wrapped up, and again that space just cluttered up, no room to work in. We'll go another stoppage.
So this game really teetering here. The Eagles need to get the next goal for mine just to give themselves a little bit of confidence. McCosh takes a big jump at that one. Couch comes through. Strong tackle, Vardy. So their play has not moved about 20 metres for the last kind of 4 or 5 minutes. So the scoreboard's back up and going. So 7 minutes gone in this third quarter. Quick kick out of the pack, bouncing football, goes through for a minor score. So the Eagles go to 4-5-29, Saints 7-8-50. 7 minutes gone in this third term. Wigsy, what do the Eagles got to do here to open things up?
Well, look, they need to, again, they need to be a bit proactive in terms of stoppage-wise. They gravitate towards the ball instead and towards the stoppages. Instead, they need to be spreading out a little bit. Again, they haven't been able to mark the ball inside their forward 50. But at the moment, it's just Koroit, just pressure. And then you look at this and you go, a lot of the ground space, so that's going to advantage Koroit, who are probably quicker over the ground. So they get their hands on the ball and find some 450 marks, North Warrnambool.
Everall approaches the footy well. McLaughlin works it back, but he had no one to go to. Bolsh just snatched it out of his hands and kicked it only as far as the Eagles. Inside 50, Barlow's got the height advantage, and Barlow took a great mark.
Great grab.
Gee, that was a good mark.
He was like the meat in between the sandwich, and he just found a way to take the grab. And I'll tell you what, if they ever needed a goal here, the Eagles, this is the moment. They trail by 21, 8 minutes gone, and it's tough going out in this third term just to get space. So Barlow, who's played, I think, 5 games this season for the Eagles, he's kicked 3 goals, 2 in that time. 35 out. Comes in and has split the centre. Good kick there by the AFL star. And it brings the margin back to 15 points. 5-5-35 to 7-8-50 Koroit. Wigsy, that was a big one.
Yeah, that was massive. And that's the first mark inside the 450 for the day. So that's a big one. You look at Jackson Grundy and go, looks like he's going to, he will go, looks like he's going forward, which is probably the right move. See what Rook does. But yeah, that was a big mark in the context and a big goal in the context of the game. So I think North Melbourne have got their presentation night tonight. So I'll be interested to see whether he's heading back for that.
They've got an airport here, haven't they, Portland?
Here goes Barlow again. So he's just inserting himself onto this contest. Ball goes forward, free kick, Batten, push out.
In range too.
Is it Batten or Wines?
Batten.
Wines. Lukey Wines, boys. So Luke Wines, this is a big kick. Generally back, but he's playing forward. In game number 200, this just brings the margin back to 9 points if he can slot this. We'll see what this wind's doing, I reckon, with this kick too, boys. Comes in, kicks on its way, strikes it. Good goal!
That's a great kick from
So
there.
back-to-back goals, and I reckon that wind's still strong enough, to be honest, because he's made that distance really, really comfortably. And all of a sudden, it is going back on here. The Eagles go to 6-5-41. Koroit 7-8-50. 10 minutes gone on the national tile scoreboard.
Barlow obviously kicked the previous goal, got his hands on that clearance. So he getting himself in the game. See, Matt Wines has gone on ball now and Grundy forward, which I think is a good move.
Gee whiz, so a good game here. 10 minutes gone, third term, Hanlon Park. And it's Lockie Wines up against McInerney. Matty Wines just fed the handball out. Wines will bang it on the boot inside. 50, Batten. Wines, Luke again.
Gee whiz.
Gee, that's a good mark. He had Mooney right on his tail.
Do you know what I want to see McInerney do for Koroit? He's actually jump at Wines. He's got him for height.
He's more of a body.
And Wines is just getting him every time he is.
I think that North Warrnambool probably just have looked probably a little bit better with Lockie Wines on the going into the ruck at this stage. So he's been good.
Can he kick 2 in a minute? Here Luke Wines comes in. And he sprays this one to the right, and a might score.
That was an easy shot. The other one
a lot easier. And he probably didn't kick it as hard, didn't he?
No. 6-6-42 North Warrnambool, 7-8-50. That's on the National Tile scoreboard. We've played 11 and a half minutes. Let's go to pass. All thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. Yeah, they've really got their skates on in the last 5 minutes or so, North, haven't they? Which is good because I think it's going to just instill a bit of confidence into them. There's a free kick to Koroit. But some great news, a little bit of a consolation for the Maribel Tigers. Boys, they won the netball by 2, which is good.
Oh, that's a good effort against Naranda, who have been very, very hard to beat. Big fly far out of sight. Coming through is McCutcheon. Dobson's there, as is Hoy. Dobson can't quite gather. Eagles, handball, comes out. Its kick was smothered. Stacks in the middle once again, and we will have a ball up far out of side. So this last 5 or 6 minutes been dominated by the North Warrnambool Eagles. Can they put another one and stem that margin back to 2 points? This time it's McInerney who takes a run and a jump at it. Barlow, who's really lifted for the Eagles in this third quarter, in there again. And Levi Nagorka at the top of the pack as well. And we will have a ball up half forward flank, Koroit Saints, forward 50.
So Dallas Mooney on Luke Wines, Gus Campbell on Jackson Grundy. So I North would like that one. They would like Grundy's can mark the ball.
So Wines is where they go. Luke Wines has been dangerous. Coming through the Eagles inside 50. They jump at it. Batten. He's going to have to take on Miller. Coming through is Luke Wines. Oh, good tackle there by the Saints. It was effective by Gus Campbell.
That's a highlight of the day. That saved a certain goal there, boys.
Absolutely, because he was so close to getting it on the toe. So Campbell, he'll go short, just meets the distance required. And Bolsh, right forward pocket. So it's an 8-point ball game, 6-6-42 to 7-8-50. 13 gone. Bolsh gets it out of defensive 50. McInerney, Dobson. Easy as you like, Sam Dobson. One-hander. He's taken a few of them this afternoon. Penetrating kick down the ground. Good enough for O'Sullivan. Just take it. The Eagles once thought he didn't hold it enough. He'll play on. Short kick towards half forward. Intercept mark again. And a nice one by Tommy Keys. So left half back. So the Eagles playing with some momentum this last 6 or 7 minutes. Go short to Brennan. He'll go short across the face of the 50. Still in defensive 50 to Barlow. He'll go out wide to the skipper and Adam Wines. So further down the ground, he's got Scoble. If he's good enough with the kick, well, he puts a fair bit on it. It's going to go over his head, and he'll go, well, it just stays in. Got some good meterage in the end, Wiggs.
I'll probably take that. Yeah, they take that. 70 metres out from goal.
Wiggsy, what do the Eagles need to be? They need to be in front, do you reckon, at three-quarter time, or is this wind dropped off, or what are you thinking?
Oh, look, obviously you want to be in front, but I think they're with maybe either the scores level. Don't know. It just, is the week off going to help them, or is Koroit going to finish the game full of running? I think all along we said Koroit looked like a little bit quicker, but at the moment they don't. They look like it's back to just a bit of a slogfest. So whether they're running out of legs, getting a bit fatigued, played on big ground last week. So, mate, the long answer to that question is not sure.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what was the answer there?
I think I said within a goal.
Holding the ball decision, far out of sight. So Angus Campbell, now it's going to be Clemmy Nagorka with a resultant free kick for the Saints. This is where they're really good. They just chip it around to Benny Dobson. He just runs through the mark there. Dobson kicks further afield, looking for his brother. Nearly pulled in another one-hander. Handball comes out there from McCutcheon to block. Block now kicks into space. Foot race. Have a look at the foot speed on Byrne. Connor Byrne, little banana. Jeez, he's quick. He is an excitement machine. It was a beautiful kick by Jack Block. He summed up the situation perfectly, Wiggsy, and that was good football.
Yeah, look, it was, and that's I suppose when you're kicking into the breeze and it's been all played in this half, then if you can get someone, and that kick was perfect. So not sure whether it was Scoble still on Byrne, but you could almost see what was going to happen. As soon as it went to a left footer in Block, he would have just looked up and seen Byrne had goal side just kicking in front of him. So, and you think about if the Rebels, which they were down before.
I'll get a score for you, Wiggs. I'll get a score for you, big fella. I'll get a little score as we're speaking, all thanks to Matco Hire.
McLaughlin got the clearing kick inside 50. The handball comes out. Tommy Keese looks to centre the kick. Luke Wines, the wrestle, and the ball's touched and it goes over the point line for a minor score. So 6-7-43 the Eagles, 8-8-56.
Brother.
It hasn't changed that scoreboard on my app, so yeah, range is still the same.
So the Saints on right half back. Sun is shining here at Hamlin Park. Puts it out in front. Couldn't quite take the mark there in Lockie Rook. And we'll have a boundary throw. And I'll tell you what's impressed me with the Saints since the second term, Weeks, is just their ability to get the ground ball and flick off that handball and able to hit a target to open it up to then kick into space.
Yeah, I think they're definitely probably handball a little bit more than Koroit, but just ground level.
So Vardy won the tap down. Here comes Anders. Matty Wines puts it on the boot. Inside 50. Everell had the best position. Just couldn't grasp it in the end. Here's Luke Wines looking to straighten up the kick. McKinnon's the target. Goes too far. Still a loose ball. Overrun it there was Campbell. They jump on Campbell. They ask the question. And umpire Millard will throw it up 35 metres out from the Eagles' goal. So 17.5 gone. Koroit 8-8-56 to 6-7-43. 13 points the margin. Still anyone's game. Here's Jack Block. Had a terrific year this year. Gets it out of defensive 50. Trapping it was Jyron Neve. He handballed it. Well, he was looking to go to himself over the top of Brennan. And Brennan wrapped him up. And we'll have it throw in on true centre wing. Poss, let's go to you all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, well, that last goal of Koroit's was worth its weight in gold, I think, Hilly, because North had all the momentum. They've broken it a little bit, but gee, this is an exciting contest. This is great footy.
It is good footy. Next goal so important because you just get a feeling, I reckon, if the Saints get it, coming home with
make
that
it really difficult.
Little bit of breeze in that last quarter, that's going to be hard to get past them. Vards with a beautiful tap down. Here's McLaughlin. Fend off, goes back to Matty Wines in game number 350. Back to Brennan, back to Adam Wines. So they're just going backwards. Just a quick kick on the boot. Miller flies, coming through is Angus Campbell. Here's Mooney, he overruns the football. Noonan does well to Peterson, that was good play. Oh, they're out here, the Saints. Desi gets it to Mac Truck, who had a run in the Gawker if he wanted to use him. Goes further afield to Byrne, just goes over the top of it. There was McCosh, Nagorka. His kick was smothered. Cobb's there for the Eagles. They're under siege here. And I'll tell you what, I reckon they muffed up a little bit of a chance there, the Saints, because they had a bit of
probably could have been a free kick maybe there, but they did. They had numbers. They're looking dangerous every time they go forward.
Let's go to Lockie Rook, all thanks to Matco High around the grounds. WDFNL Grand Final at Reed Oval, Noranda, Allansford. What's the latest, Rookie?
Yeah, g'day, Stewie. A minute and a half into the second quarter. Allansford 1-2-8 as they look to go forward again now. Noranda 2-3-15. Allansford kicking with that breeze in this second quarter.
Beautifully done, Lockie Rook. Lockie Wines back here, little dribbler. And he's just dribbled it along the boundary line. It's hit the boundary line post, and we will have a ball up.
Mooney, he looks injured, boys. Looks like he's coming off.
Yep. Just keep an eye on that Postle next to Koroit Pharmacy. He's ginger.
And the interesting one is that Benny Dobson has come onto the ground and he was actually feeling a little bit just below his buttock there, like a little high hamstring. But he seems to be moving okay. But yeah, Dallas doesn't look great.
Well, he was hobbling there, Dallas coming off, but also looked like he was sort of tensing in the left arm as well. So
check that one out.
Well, it was a big contest. Yeah, real big contest. Him and Luke Wines.
Brennan, good kick to half forward, finds Michael Barlow. He'll go short to Sam McKinnon. So right on the paint of the 50-metre line, Sam McKinnon. We know he's got the leg. just about the matter of the accuracy for Sam McKinnon. Kicked a beautiful goal in the first term for the Eagles.
It's tough, the moon man. It's a long... I reckon it's too far out.
Yeah, you have to kick from about 52 metres. He's going to go the short option, and as the target, wayward kick, boundary throwing will occur, and an opportunity gone Becky. You've got the right separation, Anders.
I think when you're looking at the game, like if Koroit end up the way it's going, you're just going to look at forward efficiency and marks, inside 50s scoring shots, how they've got their goals. So Koroit goals just been a little bit easier to come by.
13 points the margin as we've approached 20 minutes in this third term. Vardy trying to move the ball forward. The ball flicks out the back. Pressure kick from Peterson, high up and under. Vardy jumps at it. The Eagles, they trap it. Brennan has a snapper goal to the top of the square. Wines had the hand in it. He's disappointed that he didn't grab it in the end. Campbell will get the outlet kick. Keith's down in front. Tommy takes a mark. Wasn't paid. Brennan did well. Handball comes in O'Brien. And the ball's going to go over the boundary line. And you can hear the Koroit faithful downstairs. They were happy with that one trickling over. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with young Harry Noonan. He's been sure with his hands in that, hasn't he?
Done a good job on Zach Everall. He's been good. A lot of their young kids.
Well, coming for Tyler Stevens too. Was a little bit sore after last week's game.
So Vardy up against McCosh. Vards with a big fist. Coming through though was Connor Byrne. Kicks forward. On the end of it, Dobson just dropped what he probably normally would swallow. Keith comes through. Lewis is driven into the ground. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up.
Geez, Vardy's hands would be sore after a game. The way he smacks that ball out of the ruck.
Calluses on him, mate.
Oh.
He's a big man. He's a big unit. He's towering over Jakey McCosh. He's strong too. Wins that one down. McCosh goes in to get it again. Cobb's at the bottom of the pack. Coming through there is the Hammer Dobson. He's been slung around holding the ball. And the Eagles faithful are up and about. They need to lift their side across the line here. So here goes McKinnon. Runs into trouble. Handball comes back. Adam Wines goes back to O'Brien. Everall takes a nice mark. And all of a sudden, the crowd getting into it a bit downstairs.
Well, I think there was some Bronx cheers there for getting quite caught with the ball, I think. So
here's Cobb. He'll go long inside, forward 50. McLaughlin's going to be the target. Sammy! Took a nice contested mark. Well, Wiggs, if he nails this one, 7 points.
Yep, back to, well, what do we say? Within a goal.
Well, it took you a while to get it out.
No, it didn't. I just explained my thoughts behind it. So, but McLaughlin, he's probably the X factor. Mooney looks okay there on the...
Comes in, doesn't make a mistake. 15 points, 13 points it was. It's back to 7. Kicks his second goal, McLaughlin. And they go to 7-7-49 to 8-8-56. Pass, let's head downstairs to you.
Yeah, as Wiggsy just alluded to, boys, Dallas Mooney's okay. Got a corky, so he's did a little bit on the bike. He's done a couple of run-throughs, so he looks like he's good to go.
That's good news for Koroit followers. This game is on a knife's edge now. 24 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. The boys, they'll be up at Naranda watching them this afternoon. Big fist comes down. The Eagles have dominated these centre clearances. They're going to dominate again through Grundy. His kick was smothered. There's young Jelly. He was dispossessed by Dobson. That's Hamish. He goes further afield. Good fist over the top. Coming through there was Levi Nagorka. Kick was cut off by Scoble. High up and under. Getting back, taking uncontested mark. And he's just slipped across where Mooney went off. Benny Dobson across half back. Just to steady the flow and control things for the Saints, the veteran.
Yep, they just again. They'll be probably happy just keep marking the ball around. North get another goal here. Obviously, that would be a huge advantage.
So not his best kick, Dobson. Miller looking to steady it out, puts it out in front of Bolsh. Batten on his tail, wraps him up. Good work, Tommy Batten. Just held it up. And it gives the Eagles another chance here. They trail by 7. 25 minutes gone.
It's an ambitious kick there that Tom Miller was.
Probably could have bounced up to him because Bolsh on bat, back Bolsh, but it didn't, sort of.
Here go the Saints through the hands of McInerney. Dobson gets it forward. Out the back here is Lewis. He's going to lead the charge. Keeps his feet and does it well. Did he get it out in time? I think he did. He's going to go in for a second time. Here come the Eagles. Feed the handball out. The long kick towards half forward. Wines is going to fly. Oh, he collided with his teammate. He almost had it. Here's Campbell. Short kick on the 45 to Dobson. And he just goes back behind his mark. Kicks it out in front, looking for Byrne. Byrne now looks to straighten up the kick. Not a bad kick inside 50, just a little bit wayward. Lewis will clean up. Barlow's where his destination is. Barlow did really well, got the body work and drew the player. McLaughlin will have to put it on the left boot really quickly. Everall out in front. Will it bounce favourably for Zach? It does. He did really well, Zach Everall. Oh, he kicked it in the man on the mark. Here's Tommy Keese. Reads it well. Short kick, Tommy batted.
Yeah, really well done then by Tom Keese. Really well done.
And that was great work by Jared Lewis. A couple of efforts down in that defensive 50. And Hollywood Batten just looking at the angle and getting it right. Here's a beautiful kick of the football. He's kicked 24-8 this season, so he knows where the big sticks are. And if he nails this, it brings it back to a 1-point margin.
Start at the left-hand post, Stewie. You're a noted goal kicker.
Yes, Wiggs. I think so, mate.
So Batten will come in from 40, works it
Does it
around.
well.
Yep, he's done it, Tommy. And the Eagles have got the momentum. It's back to 1 point here in this second semi-final. And the Eagles go to 8-7-55. They trail the Saints by 1 point, 8-8-56, 27 gone, Wigsy.
This is a big centre clearance coming up here now. So, again, what do we say? Obviously, if they can be close, they're going to be, so by a point. But centre clearance or goal either way here is pretty significant. But
and they've dominated the centre clearances north for mine.
Yeah, they have. Lockie Winesburn there's been actually working okay for them.
So, big next couple of minutes, that is for sure. This time, one down by McInerney. Beautiful tap to Hoy. Kick goes forward. Dobson! He just works like you wouldn't believe. I'd love to have a pedometer on him because I reckon he'd cover the case. He'd be running 12, I reckon, today. He's just a running machine.
Yep.
So, Sammy Dobson, the quick
Hoy
reply.
just got an unchecked run then through the middle. Yeah,
good tap work too by McInerney.
Yep.
I like it better when you just not wrestle, they just go for the jump at it. So in comes Sammy Dobson, right in front of the national tile scoreboard. Comes in, kicks on its way, and he's missed it to the right, goes through for a minor score. So 2 point lead to the Saints, 8-9-57. The Eagles 8-7-55, 28 minutes gone, can't be long to play in this third quarter.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here in the kick out, whether they just want to be happy with what they've done, North Warrnambool, I think, and righto, can we get
one
another
more?
one? So,
geez, one more would give them a bit of confidence, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
So Noski will go short, finds Wines. That's Adam. Goes the handball to a running Noski. Had a great season again, Noski. Goes out, finds Tommy Keese. I reckon he's lifted them a little bit this quarter, Tommy Keese. His work around the ball.
Yep.
So Keese, they're filtering numbers back here at the Saints. They've got the one spare, that's Ben Dobson. He'll work it back in defensive 50, makes Noski stretch. So 28, 29 gone. Short kick, Lewis. This is the man you want the ball in hand. Good kick to the wing. And they've got a running teammate here in Keese. Keese will go over the top. Kick has to be good. Good contested mark. Was that McLaughlin? He's an absolute ripper. Sam McLaughlin looks to play on. They want one more here, the Eagles. Long kick inside, forward 50. Wide jumps at it. And Vardy takes it out in front. Oh, what a great quarter it's been by the Eagles. And the coach stands tall. And he'll have a set shot 15 metres out on not of that difficult of an angle.
Stewie, do you reckon Koroit looking like they're
tied?
They are,
but I'll tell you what, they did do this in the third quarter against South last week, didn't they, Hilly?
Yeah, they did. I'll tell you what, I reckon the Eagles have they've just got that bit of momentum at the moment. So Vardy will come in looking for his second. Has a shot at goal. Oh, it's hit the post. A poster for Big Vards. And it's a 1 point ball game.
Do you know what it is, though? I reckon McLaughlin, Barlow, they've lifted.
Grundy's had a great game.
Yeah, so they're big guns, even Luke Wines.
Lewis off half back as well.
Yeah. So the siren couldn't come quick enough, to be honest, for the Koroit Saints, and they lead by one solitary point. At three-quarter time, it's 8-9-57, North Warrnambool 8-56. Pos Kelly, you're down there trackside. There's a few tired boys. It's a beautiful day for footy.
It is a great day for footy, but that would have been great for the Eagles right on three-quarter time if he had nailed that one. But in saying that, he's well and truly game on, because I think we've seen throughout the game, really, that you can, as long as you use the ball correctly, you can score to that western end of the ground, or the Nelson end. So, I still think we're in for a pretty exciting last quarter, boys.
Absolutely, Wigsy. It's going to go right down to the wire. And this is what we want, second semi-final footy.
Absolutely. It was looking probably like, I think when Connor Byrne kicked that goal, it might have, but then Luke Wines bobbed up. He kicked a couple, and then all of a sudden North Warrnambool back in the game. But Stewie, you're right before in terms of McLaughlin started having an impact, Barlow started to have an impact. Grundy's getting sat on by Rook, but he again, a couple of really important touches. Tom Keese lifted. I felt like Lewis sort of got himself into the game. So it's going to be really interesting in terms of how North Warrnambool plays this last quarter. I feel like obviously they need to score definitely into the western end of the ground, but Koroit, again, was it just all of a sudden chasing a bit? They looked a bit tighter, but definitely weren't running and making the ground as big, and that probably played into North Warrnambool's hands a little bit.
At three-quarter time, Koroit 8-9-57. The North Warrnambool Eagles 8-8-56. Saints kicking with a breeze. A slight breeze now in this final quarter. We'll come back with fourth quarter action on the other side of this on your home of football and netball, 94.5 3YB FM.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production, and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional, and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world. It's time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafford East Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafford East Tavern.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's, Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back. Final quarter about to get underway. The Koroit Saints lead this one by 1 point. Oh, we're in for an exciting last quarter. Trent Hill, Adam Dowie and Phil Kelly.
Absolutely. So the ball on the half-forward line. Past what was said at three-quarter time at the Eagles huddle.
We might have lost the sidewinder downstairs. Hey,
no, I got you there, boys. No, Vards really believed that they got the ball, they got the game back on their terms. He said that they won the contested possessions clearly and really started to get the game back where they wanted to get it, and did emphasise that as long as they're patient and use the ball well, you can score at that bottom end. So, they're confident they can run over the top of them.
Well, they kicked 2 goals in the second term. The Saints have kicked 1 goal in 2 quarters, so they can score.
Mr. Brightside's taken out the Maccabi Neva Group 1, boys. What a champ he is. He's racked them and stacked them, Craig Williams. And we're alive in the second leg of the quad.
Here we go, Matty Wines. Did well, breakthrough, McLaughlin. 40 out on the run. Sammy for the Eagles. Works it around. Minus score. Start. But it's all even.
He's looking dangerous.
He's had a really good third term. So 8-9, 57 apiece to start this final term. Hanlon Park, second semi-final. Who's going to book the first ticket into the Hampton League Grand Final for 2025?
So, ball far out of sight now. All of a sudden, I reckon the Saints are getting challenged here. Matty Wines gets a hand on that one. Noski gets it back to Snooze. Snooze left foot kick forward. Coming out to meet it was Bolsh. Wrapped up in a strong tackle there was young Charlie Jelly. And that ball going absolutely nowhere. So it's at the true centre-half forward position. Eagles attack. So Crackers Fleming. Big fist up.
Louis Fleming, isn't it?
Louis, yeah. The old man was Louis. And we're having another ball up far out of side. So first goal was going to be so important, I reckon. Momentum is going to be important here, Wiggsy, isn't it?
Yeah, huge. At the moment, even the last sort of 10 minutes of the third quarter, North Warrnambool, they did have the game back on their terms. So contested footy, taken away Koroit's kick mark. So, and again, probably across the ground, North Warrnambool have been able to match them at least in the last probably 25 minutes of the game.
So ball in the Eagles forward 50. Vardy wins it down. There's that man McLaughlin. I reckon they're going to tighten up a little bit on him. Quick kick comes out for the Saints now. Losing his footing there was Byrne. Well done by Keese. That's Bailey. Lewis gets a left kick forward. Running football now. Keese runs onto it. That's Tommy. Left foot snap forward. High up and under. Coming through. Mark's been taken. That's Harry Keese. Good grab. Peter Bolsh, Bridgestone, highlight of the day. Goes short to the Snooze in game number 350.
Just too far out.
And Matty Wines, yeah, I reckon you're right, Wicks. He's going to have to kick right on 50 into a little bit of a breeze, which hasn't dropped off much. So Wines goes short. Beautiful, unselfish football to Everell. And Zach Everell, who's got a nice leg on him, will go back and have a shot 30 metres outside angle. Good play.
Yeah, really good play. Well done by Tom Keese, who's really lifted in the second half. And he'll back his fitness in.
Yeah.
So this is North Warrnambool's leading goal kicker is Zach Everell for the season. So really, obviously, important goal into the breeze. Important shot at goal.
So Everell comes in, kicks on its way. Is it coming back? No, hits the post. So a couple of posters for the Eagles, but they hit the front. 8-10, 58, Saints, 8-9, 57. National Tail scoreboard.
Just about locking it down and trying to keep it down that end, isn't it, Wiggs, for the Eagles?
Yeah, absolutely. So Koroit haven't been able to get their kick mark going, which they did so well in the first half of the game. Just sort of contest.
Comes to the wing. They got the outnumber, the Saints. Blocked it well. Tried to keep it alive. Sungold there to assist Noski. And Noski had a good third turn. Didn't allow much space for Sam Dobson, who has had a great first half of football with 3 goals. So ball thrown up straight away. No mucking around. Free kick's going to go to the Eagles. So it's going to go to Lockie Wines. So poor old Lamb Horse trying to get it there, and Adam Wines right on his tail, just not giving him any space. So Lockie Wines with a free kick on centre wing. He'll go short, spearing pass, and he finds Wines. Their possession of the football's been strong. Last quarter and the start of this term. Short kick, just in the nick of time in the play. Tommy Keast. It's been a real barometer for him. Tommy Keast. So between wing and half forward, they lead by a point, the Eagles. Goes into the left forward pocket. They fly high. Plenty of fists in there. Plenty of numbers. Everell being one of those for the Eagles. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50.
I feel like they're again dominating inside 50s and field possession. That contest in front of us here, Koroit winning that in the first.
Free kick to the Eagles. A push out.
It's against McInerney on Vardy too, boys. He might have a little crack, I reckon, too.
So Vard's just taking a little bit of time to get up.
He saw the big man.
So just waiting to see Big Vard's. He looks sore too.
Yeah, he's just got a knee. It was just a knee to the backside.
He's been good again today, Vardy.
Been good. 50.
And 50
meters.
So it puts him to the top of the square. And Vardy will kick an all but certain goal for the Eagles. So it must have been a bit of mouthing off. And Vardy, who's got that spring in the step now, comes in and kicks his second of the day. The Eagles jump to a 7-point lead. 6 minutes into the final term. They go to 9-10-64, leading the Saints 8-9-57. Weeks. It's been a good start by the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably, don't know if I saw it coming, even up like halfway through the third quarter, but they've really, they've got on top clearance-wise. They've probably dominated all day, but just not allowing Koroit to get their kick mark game going. They've made them go down the line to a contest a bit more.
So ball back in the middle. It is game on now in this contest. The Eagles back in front. McInerney wins that one down to block. Gets it on to Dobson. Quick kick forward. What have the Saints got in response? Bouncing football. Great play there by Noski. He kicks out further afield. This has been a great contest. It's Lockie, Rook and Grundy. And the ball goes out of bounds. And we will have a ball up. So all of a sudden the Saints, what have they got in their repertoire?
Well, we're about to see. So it's everything going North Warrnambool's way at the moment, though.
So Lockie Wine's done a good job in the ruck for Mike. Campbell gets it to Couch. Couch goes back to Mooney. Mooney swings around but going to take it uncontested.
Well.
Mark Harry Keast has really played well, Hilly.
Yeah, he's a great young kid, Harry Keast, and when the Eagles are up and about, this fella's really important. So spears the pass, a beautiful kick to Charlie Jolly, the youngster.
He's a little fella.
He'll go short, and he finds Keast. So Keast took the mark, that's Tom. And I'll tell you what, I just reckon he's been a real barometer in this second half for him. Give him a light. Goes inside 50. McLaughlin will fly! Sammy! No play on the umpire call.
Jeez, I thought he jumped.
I thought he had enough, but we are a little bit away from the play. And inside 50, the stoppage will occur for the North Warrnambool Eagles. Again, McLaughlin's been enormous in this second half. Ball thrown up, Vardy doing the ruck work, loose footy, and not going anywhere as Wines. And we'll go once again. So a 7-point ball game.
McLaughlin dangerous at these.
Yeah, he's good at the stoppages, reads the play well, Vardy. Block was first to it, got the handball out under pressure. Didn't go in great distance. The Saints can't quite get a foot on the ball to get it out. And inside forward 50 it remains for the North Warrnambool Eagles. So they've had control in this first 9 minutes. Second semi-final, winner through to the grand final. Ball thrown up, Vardy in the ruck this time. Hoy first to it, he's wrapped up, loose footy. And it's a free kick. And Hoy will get the free kick for the Koroit Saints.
Someone down there, boys. Been down for a while.
Is it McLaughlin?
I think it is. Rebels are out too, boys. 111 to 60. So the Rebels are finished. Season over. Oh, good mark there. Adam Watts.
I'm not sure what's wrong with McLaughlin because he hasn't actually moved from the position he was in when he first went down, boys. So we have to get
just
behind that one for Koroit Pharmacy.
Here. He's going to be an important player too. They want to keep him on the field here, Poss too, because he's been on fire, to be honest.
Yeah, and the good thing he's up now, boys, but he might have just got winded. But the thing about this for the Eagles is that the more stoppages they have inside their 50 is the bigger chance they've got of actually scoring. So their forward pressure, just to make stoppage after stoppage, has been really good.
I wonder whether he might have caught one in the old Jets Crackers.
Phil and Jimmy Caracas.
So here go the Eagles into attack once again. Oh, good mark again. It's Vardy. He's putting on a clinic, the big man.
That's not a bad one to have down the forward line, is it, Vardy? Takes those contested mark. Wines can do the work up the ground.
Well, I think that's what Lockie Wines on balls looked as good, if not better, and Vardy forward's been probably a bit of the difference.
Well, he's hard to outmark, isn't he? Just his reach and his strength.
So Nathan Vardy, this is the kick his second of the final quarter. The big man comes in. This is for his third of the day. Strikes it, magnificent! The big fella goes bang! And Vardy, I tell you what, it's been the Vardy party in this last quarter. 10-10-70. They lead the Saints 8-9-57, and all of a sudden it is all the North Warrnambool Eagles, and the big man's kicked 3.
Well, yeah, unbelievable. I think he kicked 10 for the year and 3 today, so leading from the front. But I think Koroit have only had one inside 50 for the quarter, so it's all been played in North Warrnambool's forward line. So interesting to see Keast is on ball. Cobbs in there has been really good. Grundy and Lockie Wines. So really important centre clearance here for Koroit now.
So it's Lockie Wines up against Jag McInerney. McInerney got a commanding tap. I reckon Cobb's been enormous around the clearances. And we'll have a second stoppage. So ball had by Hoy, smothered kick, well read there by Brennan, and it was a paid mark. So he'll go out wide to Barlow on that outer side wing. 13 points the margin. The Eagles out in front. They've had a great third term and a great start to this last quarter. Little chip kick over the top, finds Adam Wines. Goes longer down the ground, over the head of Batten, but he got territory, so that's the most important thing. Wines kept it alive. Can they keep it in? No, they can't, but I'll tell you what, the territory battle was one there by the Eagles.
They're playing a really smart last quarter. They've just been chipping it along the boundary a little bit,
smacking it further if they can.
So, and then forward of the ball, they've all of a sudden Vardy, I think, and McLaughlin hopefully will come back on for North Warrnambool's sake. But they look dangerous.
Shallow throw in. They're going to go for the reload. McInerney and Vardy just dropped a little bit short, so boundary umpire will come in 5 metres. So Vardy, he's turned it on in this second half. What a star he is, Nathan Vardy. Front position, the back tap. Looking for a teammate, clearing from the Saints. They get good distance in the middle of the ground. Now it's a running race. Keast up against Couch. Keast first to it, works it back. The Eagles have got numbers. Nagorka did okay. Noski will get the kick and goes out wide, and he does well, and he finds Mick Barlow.
He's
So
been
just
big
their
too.
possession, they maintain possession, aren't they? Well, the Eagles.
And again, in the probably quarters 2 and 3, where Koroit were outnumbering, now it's North Warrnambool doing the outnumbering.
He's getting numbers around the contest. You're right. And there he is again. Oh, fair to give. He is putting on a show now. Nathan Vardy. Kick goes out wide. Got a loose player far out of side. Might be Anders. Told to play on. Kick goes forward. This is where they've been good, just take marks in their forward 50. And the back six is looking shaky for the Saints all of a sudden. And either way you look at it, Koroit need the next goal. It's as simple as that.
McLaughlin back on too, boys.
Yeah. McLaughlin back on.
So he's important to come back on. Vardy again. Hoy trying to lift. Oh, great tackle, gang tackle there. That was on Paddy O'Sullivan. The umpire says no prior opportunity.
Yeah, probably Paddy O'Sullivan been, but again, like first game back for a while, but forward line looks dangerous for Koroit. They just can't get it in there.
So the Eagles have just smothered the Saints across that 50-metre line. They just can't get it clear.
No.
Extra kick, and even when their kicks had, they've been rushed and hurried.
Yeah, their pressure, they've obviously, their one-on-one stuff's really gone up North Warrnambool.
So right on the tip of the 50-metre line, umpire Dart throws it up. Wine's got the tap down, the kick out of the clearance. Out of the stoppage, I should say, from Hoyes. Dobson approaches a football. Goes on the left boot. Couch against Keast. Keast went through his fingers. Big one-on-one battle. Couch did really well. Goes towards goal. Has a bounce. Bounced awkwardly and favourably for the Eagles. And Lewis will get the clearing kick. Puts it out in front of Charlie Jell, and he marks it beautifully. So he'll work it back. Kick has to be spot on. It is to Brennan. So 13 points the margin, 10-10-70 to 8-9-57. Over the top it goes. It gives the Saints a chance. Hoy kicks, and it was smothered. O'Keefe first to it. Now it's the Eagles. They've got numbers around the ball. Scoble first to it. Couldn't get a foot on the boot. There was McLaughlin. They jump on it. Her foot on the footy. Well done, Price.
Yeah, no, that was good.
They're winning a little 50-50s now, North Warrnambool.
They certainly are, Wiggs. Good play again from Wines.
He's been really good.
He's been magnificent,
Vardy,
mate.
that's been a really good move.
Just hard to shift out of that contest, isn't he, Wines? He's a big man, and really he's hard to move.
So Lockie Wines goes out wide, 50-50 contest. Levi Nagorka does well, good use of the body. That was good. High up and under. Scoble sits underneath it. Good mark under a bit of pressure. Reece Scoble wants to get the ball moving, not his best kick. Lewis under pressure, holding the pill. Saints get the free kick. Has he got the leg? He's right on the 50-metre arc. The wind not as strong as it was. Plays on quickly. Nagorka pulls it to the left. And he's kicked it straight through the middle of the behinds. And that go to 8-10-58, the Saints. Eagles 10-10-70. 17 minutes gone, final term. Wiggsy, the Saints look out, their legs a bit for mine.
Look, they do, but you know, it's a game of momentum. So, Koroit got it up there forward half. They'll be wanting to keep it here.
Noskis kicks in, defensive 50. Oh, the snooze man nearly brought down the house with a nice mark. Now it's Adam Wines. Composed kick down the ground. Diving at it was Campbell. It was out of bounds on the full, so the Suns will get the ball.
Out of bounds on the full that side a lot today.
Yes.
They had the wind howling out there.
Yes.
Anyway.
So Angus Campbell looked at play on. He'll go long towards half forward. Dobson's there, and just ready at best was Adam Wines. Smart player for the Eagles. The skip. He wants to get the win for the brothers. Matt, who's celebrating game 350, and Luke is celebrating game 200. Long kick out, defensive 50. Vardy's going to contest. He goes again. Oh, Vardy nearly brought down another contested mark. And the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Pies, let's head downstairs to you, my friend.
Yeah, one of the impressive things from North this quarter, boys, apart from the fact that they're scoring, is their defence. They've been terrific across that half-back line. You know, Scoble and Noski, they've been great.
No, they absolutely have, because second quarter they were under pressure, but they've lifted. Who's going to lift now for the Saints? Contest goes forward, strong tackle.
Everything's become a contest, and that is favouring North Warrnambool. They're just winning those 50-50s.
And I think, they were getting out into the space, weren't they? But they just can't find any of that space at the moment. I do like that run and jump at the ruck, though, but it's been scouted beautifully by McLaughlin. He kicks forward. Miller with a big fist over the top. There goes Campbell, gets a handball to Mooney, goes back to Campbell, just steps back inboard, goes further afield. Dobson goes through his hands, bouncing football. McCosh gathers. He runs through, gets the handball on. Now the Saints kick forward, but it's all the Eagles getting back. Brennan takes a good mark. And they've got numbers behind the footy, haven't they?
Yeah.
Luke Wines is on. Oh, just.
So Brennan will look to play on out of side wing. Vardy's his intended target. And he just created a bit of space. He was looking for Wines to jump in and grab the football. And a stoppage between wing and half forward or out of side.
It's only 2 goals. So
it's on a big margin, but 19
not
gone, and they haven't had a lot of inside 50s.
No, they haven't, but you only need one, and it's game on.
So ball to be thrown up. That's between wing and half forward, favouring the Eagles. 19 and a half gone at 70-58. The quick kick out by the Eagles inside forward 50. Looking to pick it up was Anders. Trapping it was the Saints. Hoy under pressure with a kick. He goes straight into the corridor. Big fly!
Good grab.
Jeez, good.
And he looks to play it immediately. Couch up against Wines, or it's Burns, I should say. Bounces high. Wines did well. Loose football. Brennan can feed the handball out to Keith. Works it back to Adam Wines. And they've done it well again, the defensive 6. Short kick finds Cobb. Been consistent all game, Harley Cobb.
Jeez, that was a good grab.
And he goes out wide. Vardy finds him. Another mark for the big man. True centre wing. So look,
another score here for North Warrnambool. Koroit will have to score 3 times. So it's even a point's big.
So Vardy will kick long down the line. McLaughlin jumps at it. And they're happy to hold it up. The Eagles looking to create something on that outer sides. Keast feeds it to Wines. Lost it. Cobb in there now. High up and under kick Barlow. They come from everywhere to try and mark it. Here they go again. McLaughlin has been sensational. Inside forward 50. Wines attacks it hard. Loose football. Gathered by Keys. Has a shot at goal. And Grundy in the goal square.
Good play.
And Grundy will go in and kick a goal.
Woohoo.
And they lead by 3 straight goals, the Eagles. 21 gone. It's 76-58. What a final term it's been, Witty Dowie.
Wow, they have been their last. Stewie, you're shaking your head because again they've got the game back to. I don't know how they've done it, but it's just been through hard work, pressure contest. When it was Koroit, Koroit were feeding off that, and now North Warrnambool will be able to turn around, and Koroit are trying to break into space and get some speed and some uncontested possessions, and North Warrnambool just shut them down. You're right, Hilly, their back half game, North Warrnambool been really good. Adam Wines sitting back there on his own now too.
It's been the big guns for mine that have really lifted for the North Warrnambool Eagles, and they've dominated the centre clearances most of the afternoon for mine, the Eagles. Let's go to Lockie Rook, all thanks to Matco Hire. Naranda take on Ellinsford up at the Root Oval. Late start in that one up there, Rookie. What's the latest?
Yeah, absolutely, Stewie. The umpires have just walked back on after half-time. So at half-time of the senior grand final, Ellinsford 5-2-32, leading Naranda 4-4-28. Naranda will have a slight breeze in their favour towards probably that hockey pocket here at the Reed in the third. But yeah, we will be going well into the evening down here, boys.
His game on up there at the Red Oval too. It's a close one. And the Eagles, 11-10-76. The Saints, 8-10-58. When was the last time they kicked a goal, Koroit? Free kick here. Free kick is going to go. Free kick. Is he going to reverse it? No, he's not. So it's going to go to Dobson. So there's a little bit of a pulse. 22 minutes gone. They trail by 3 straight goals, so Dobson's got to kick this. It's really going to have to be pretty perfect football for the next 4 or 5 minutes for the Saints. But they are still in this contest.
15-minute mark of the third term was their last goal, the Saints.
There you go. So it's been a long time between drinks. So Sammy Dobson, he's about 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. Comes in, kicks on its way. And he misses. He misses. And the Eagles faithful breathe a sigh of relief. They lead by 17 points.
Funny, like, still got to score 3 times, Koroit there, but now North Warrnambool stuck down their defensive half, so
the kick into Scoble. He's going to work it back to Noski. So Noski
got to hold their nerve here, North Warrnambool.
Tell you what, all their good users have had the fair bit of the footy and have just directed the play in this last quarter off the half back line. Slipped through the fingers of Byrne. So free kick's going to go back to the Saints. And we're just going to see who it's going to go to. It's going to go to Couch. Well, he's within range.
Anyone can.
He's within range.
If anyone can.
So Couch has kicked 2 this afternoon. He's going to kick from 53 metres out. And he gives it an almighty roost. It's high. It's going to drop short 10 metres. They fly. And at the back is Dobson. He just waited patiently. He goes back behind his mark quickly, knowing that time is certainly running out. And he'll kick from about 9 metres out. So Sam Dobson comes in and squeezes it through for a goal. So it's back to a 2-goal lead to the Eagles, 76-64, 24 and a half gone weeks.
Well, it's 11 points, mate. So
yeah, there's a point less on that scoreboard, I'm pretty sure, boys.
Yeah, so I'm pretty... Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, so 2 big, massive centre clearance coming up here. So they'll be aggressive in terms of... They'll try and hit someone on the fly here. Vardy's gone back into the middle, so huge centre clearance.
So Vardy got the tap down. Keys first to it. He's wrapped up.
Just watch Vardy closely. He's very, very good at positioning himself, which we spoke about in the pre-game. He's done it so well today. Been magnificent, the coach. Barlow lifted in that third quarter too for the Eagles. They lead this one by 11 points, 25 and a half minutes gone. Final quarter action, second semi-final winner into the grand final.
I know that the grand final berth's on offer, and that's their priority, but how much would they be thinking about, we want to get it done for the Lions boys?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Look at this kick from Keys to McLaughlin. Jeez, he's been good in the second half. And if anyone can kick this, it's Sam McLaughlin. He's got a good leg on him, and this would seal it. This would seal it for the Eagles. Sammy McLaughlin, the guns have lifted in the second half for the Eagles.
He'll go back and just soak a bit of time up.
Suck up and use his 30 seconds. Is the 30-second rule in here, Hilly?
I'd imagine so. Or nearabouts.
So McLaughlin comes in. They lead by 11 points, the Eagles. Creeps around, strikes it well. But it goes to the left, so it's 2 straight kicks behind now. The Eagles lead by 12 points.
Yeah, like I said, everything has to go perfect. Used to go straight down the middle, you'd think.
So Miller plays on. Burns going to fall. Gee whiz, that would have been mark of the century. Quick kick comes forward. They're running everywhere now, the Saints. They're trying to hit this contest. Stacks on the mill, looking for holding the football, and the umpire says no, give it to me. So true centre half forward position. A quick goal here. You never know,
could be
boys.
going extra time, Stewie.
Don't be saying that, Wings.
Well, we could have extra time
Need
everywhere.
a day for it.
Oh, Vardy tap down only as far as McCutcheon inside, forward 50. They've got a 3 on 2. Dobson around the body. Goal, Sammy! Lucas Brothers snag of the day.
Goal of difference.
And it is 1 goal of difference to the Eagles. That's 1 goal difference to the Eagles.
Now you can hear everyone downstairs. People are going, it's 5 points. People are going at 6 points. It is a goal. It's a straight 6-point goal.
11-11, 77 to 10-11, 71.
Yeah.
Now, we need to get this scoreboard fixed. This is not ideal in a final. Everyone's standing here shaking their head, to be honest, going, what is the score? So, hopefully someone can get it underway. We know that the margin's a point too high. Connor Byrne, he'll get the resultant free kick. We've got the nail biter here in the second semi. Plays on, kicks out wide. Paddy O'Sullivan's the target. Good play by Bailey Keaston. Sees the ball go out of bounds.
It's an even goal, isn't it, boys?
It's an even goal.
I think it is.
It is an even goal, Poss. That's how we have it. And Hilly's on the live scoring, so he's all over it.
So you got to watch Burn. You got to watch the Nagorka Burn. They're going to start up and they're going to run through.
Crowd's on the edge of their seat here,
So
boys.
that's a poor throw-in.
That's
that
a
needs to come
shocker.
back.
Bring him back. Just take it in
Everyone's
5, mate.
feeling the pressure.
Or give it to Cam if you're struggling, who's just standing 5 metres away. Big heave.
Look at the space goal side.
So Vardy, big fist forward, running onto it is Couch, 55, kicks it back. Oh, jeez, it's stuck in for a point.
Oh, wow.
So it's back to a 5-point margin here. 29 minutes gone. Second semi-final, Eagles lead by 5 points.
Oh, where are we? So obviously huge. You want someone who's a really good kick. Obviously you're kicking in.
So who is it? Noski. Tiring bodies. Second semi-final. Noski gives it a long kick outside, defensive 50. They fly. Big mark, Wines.
Good mark.
That was a really strong mark from the skipper.
Can they milk a bit off the clock? I'm going to try and find
29 and a half. 29 and a half gone.
Stewie.
Scoble's just limped off too, boys, for the Eagles.
48 seconds.
So Wines will kick
seconds.
long down the ground. They fly. Vardy flies and takes a mark from the side.
40 seconds to go, boys.
So Vardy, who's done a power of work in this second half, I should say.
Been magnificent.
Yeah.
Kicked a couple of important goals. So Vardy goes short over the top to Barlow. And they'll look to milk time here, the Eagles.
Might be enough for the Eagles.
So slowly going back over his mark, Michael Barlow. So it's 6 points the margin. He goes inside, forward 50. Wines sets himself. Loose football. They get it working back. Here's Matty Wines. Handballs. McLaughlin to a teammate in Keys. In the pocket they go. They have a shot to go on the side. And the Eagles have progressed through to their 5th consecutive Hampton League Grand Final. They win by a goal. 11-11-77 to 10-10-70 in a nail-biting clash here at Helen Park.
Unbelievable. So, Hilly, was it
so do the people
7-point margin?
Do the people know who's won? Looking at
the Eagles are up on the scoreboard.
It was 5 points, wasn't it, at the end?
It was 10-12-72 to 11-11-77.
So 5-point victory to the North Warrnambool Eagles. Oh, this game was magnificent. What a fight back by the North Warrnambool Eagles in the end. That was brilliant. Their second half, halfway through that third quarter, you kind of thought Koroit were just in control of this contest, but then in stepped Nathan Vardy, Sam McLaughlin and Mickey Barlow.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't think we saw it coming. But yeah, they just got the game back on their terms. North Warrnambool just stopped Koroit's run. Just things started becoming sort of just contest. So look, yeah, huge win for North Warrnambool. So Koroit will be again probably feeling like we had control of the game. What they kick after?
Yeah, so I'm just looking at it here. So obviously the Saints kicked 7-7 at half time, and it was 4-4-28. So then they've kicked 7-7 themselves, North Warrnambool, to
3 goals.
Yeah.
In the second half.
Yep.
So a domination in the second half by the North Warrnambool Eagles. And we're going to go downstairs to Philip Possum, Kelly, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus. And one of the stars in particular in the second half was Sammy McLaughlin.
He was unbelievable. Sammy, how's that, mate? That last quarter was absolutely incredible by you boys.
Couldn't believe it, eh? Kicking against the wind at 3/4 time. We were up against it, and yeah, we just got it done.
I did hear Vards at 3/4 time say that you boys sort of got it back on your terms in that third quarter. And he did say if you're patient and move the ball forward when you get opportunities to get into space in that last quarter, you can score at that end, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, I think our boys just sprang the pressure. Our contest work dropped there in that second quarter. We gave away some sloppy free kicks, so we just had to win the contest again, and we did that for the third and fourth quarter, and we got the win. So
Mate, your last quarter was, well, your whole game was sensational. Your last quarter was good. Did you cop one where you sort of don't want to cop one there at one stage?
I think I got a cheap one and sort of hunched some of the ribs and took the wind out of me. And yeah, that was fucking hurt, eh? So, yeah.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations through to another Granny. So it makes all that the travel that you do and the fact that you've been able to return to the Eagles, it makes it all worthwhile now because 2 weeks' time we run out in the Granny.
Yeah, 100%. That's the goal that, that's the whole reason I came back down is to try and get North that first flag. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
Good on you, mate. We'll get in and sing the song if we can.
They're going to carry off the Wines, and the two brothers are going to chairlift their older brother. Matty Wines off. That is a great sight. And great to see Koroit for staying out there and forming a guard of honour as well, which is brilliant because they'd be disappointed with their second half. But gee whiz, isn't that a good sight and good sportsmanship? The Wines boys, the three of them. That is brilliant. And Poss, if you can get in the rooms, mate, get in there because they are going to sing this song with some absolute gusto. Good victory by the Eagles, Wiggs.
Yeah, look, just again, look. Their good players really started. Well, McLaughlin, Vardy was huge. Like that, he took a lot of marks and probably something he hasn't been able to necessarily do. He's probably played more on the ruck, but gee, look, dangerous, super dangerous forward the ball, and just leading from the front, and Barlow also. But what a ripping game! What a contest where. Koroit were really good in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden, halfway through the third, we're thinking that Koroit are going to keep going, and North Warrnambool the game changed, and then the majority of the last quarter was inside 50, dominated by North Warrnambool. So, and look. What a fantastic effort for Matt Wines and his brothers, and North Warrnambool into another grand final. So.
Yeah, 5 consecutive, and that's going to be the 6th.
Unreal, and I think we might have just lost it because we might get a little bit of it if we're lucky, but we might not either because it is a fair little trips away, and the Eagles will be we just lost that last little bit. There you go. The North Warrnambool Eagles run out victors by 5 points to book a spot in the 2025 Hampton Football Netball League Grand Final. This is the post-game wrap, all thanks to Conquest Pools, Bojangles Pizza and Pasta. Let's take a break and come back and go through better players on what has been a magnificent afternoon of Hampton League Live footy.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Bade Ness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.